Yes.
कैमरा तो थोड़ा बराबर रखिए कमली सर, थोड़ा सा मतलब सेट कर लीजिए।
Yes. Now we are 46, 47. The number is fluctuating here and there, near about 50. We hope and expect more participants by 11 a.m. To be able to listen and be benefited by today's resource persons very effective and insightful talk on MS Office, a teaching tool. Once again, I extend warm welcome to today's inaugurator, chairperson, resource person, organizing team members, other technical staff, and all dear participants from different parts of the country. You are all welcome. I extend a worthy welcome to all of you in today's webinar entitled MS Office, a teaching tool, organized by Department of Commerce in collaboration with Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our college. Our college run by Nutan Shikshan Prasarak Mandal Decisions, and this is the third webinar. The first one we had organized, I think, in in the month of May or June somewhere, or when the government had just declared lockdown. It was the second cycle, perhaps the second lockdown tenure. Then on 12th of February, we organized the second webinar, and the title was Intellectual Property Rights, Writing Theses, Dissertations, Research Papers as per New Norms. And we were blessed with a large number of participants in that webinar. Today again, we expect the same thing. We expect a large number of participants from different parts of the country. Even students, we are just providing the facility for the students to enjoy, to be able to listen and to get benefited. As we have a very good resource person today, Dr. S.B. Kishore sir from SP College Chandrapur. He is a renowned personality, a master in his field. He will be properly introduced very soon by our one of the faculty members. And soon we will have, as per the official declared time, at 11 a.m. onward, we will have the webinar open for all. Even now it is open for all. I request all the participants to keep themselves muted and be active throughout, listen and learn as much as they can, so that we have to transfer this knowledge to our learners in the classrooms later on. So be active, be smart. Now we are supposed to be on national, international platforms to be very smart teachers. So we have to be equipped with all these means nowadays, which are in practice nowadays. कुछ भी बोलिए किशोर सर, लेकिन ये कोरोना ने हम लोगों को पढ़ा दिया है कि how to become digital.
Yes sir, true.
While our honorable Prime Minister Modi has already declared that we should enter in digital India movement, But we were
Corona has
still
made-
not so active. But Corona, COVID-19 has forced us to be in.
100%, sir.
And it is
Now-
really the matter of very much, we can say, to be proud of that our rural students are also having the means, and they are going through the digital classes, online classes, and all the learnings and teaching processes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no doubt it is very costly matter on their part, particularly on the part of the poor students.
Not that much, sir. Not that much.
Yeah, even then, sir, the students who are very poor, that they have to avail the means, that is the mobile at least.
Yes, yes, yes. That is the major concern.
Yeah, yeah. So once again, I welcome all of you. I extend warm welcome, dear participants. Be active till the end, till the webinar comes to an end. We are 58 now. I don't have the figure who have joined the YouTube live streaming. But on Zoom platform, we are reduced to 60. Just I was seeing the 58 something. Yes. Yes, live streaming is on. The participants who would like to join on the YouTube live streaming, they join there. Those who are interested in Zoom, still the seats are available here. Yes. So we have a good topic today for today's webinar, MS Office, a teaching tool. And we expect so many participants to take a good knowledge from today's webinar and implement the same in the classroom, in the practices in their life. As teachers, we are now exposed, we are supposed to be very smart performance in the classes on both the modes, whether it is offline or online. So when it is online mode, that we have to be equipped with all the knowledge that we can gather from such means, webinars or the technical workshops, which whatever it is possible to us. Now I'm seeing the figure. We have reached to near about 60 participants on Zoom platform. And after 3 minutes, now it is 10:57. The clock shows the time here 10:57. Just after 3 minutes, we are going to have the official time for today's webinar for the outside participants. As inside participants, we have joined exactly at 10:30, and we are managing all the affairs, whatever technical sides are here, so that there should not be any kind of difficulty on the part of the participants regarding any other issue. So welcome Dr. S.B. Kishore sir once again. I extend warm welcome to you on behalf of the institution Nutan Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, the college Adarsh Arts, Commerce and Science College, Desaiganj, Varsa, which is permanently affiliated to Gondwana University, having the status of 2F and accredited by NAC in second cycle with B grade. Today's topic of seminar is MS Office, a teaching tool. And our inaugurator and chairperson is Dr. Shankar Kukreja, principal of our college. Very soon after the official inauguration, we will have the resource persons deliberations on MS Office, a teaching tool. Let me tell you once again, our resource person is Dr. S.B. Kishore sir, Department of Computer Science, Sardar Patel College, Chandrapur, which is also affiliated to Gondwana University, one of the leading colleges in the area in the purview of the university, having the good grade and having good name here and there. The faculty members in that college having their names. One of them is Dr. Kishore sir. And once again, I welcome you all, dear participants. Offer you warm welcome. Be with us till the webinar comes to an end. Be active. Keep yourself muted. I once again welcome our principal, Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir, and very soon we will request him to inaugurate the webinar officially. Just wait for some time. Let more students join, more participants join the webinar. It is just 11 AM in my watch. Dear Kamri sir.
Sir.
should we proceed for the inaugural ceremony?
Yes, sir.
Because the time is now exactly 11 a.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carry on, sir.
And check the list. Yeah. Once again, as a member of organizing committee, I extend warm welcome, worthy welcome to today's inaugurator, chairperson, Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir, principal of our college. I extend warm, worthy welcome to Dr. S.B. Kishore sir, today's resource person on MS Office, a teaching tool. I extend warm welcome to the organizing secretary of the webinar, Dr. H.M. Kamri sir. I extend warm welcome to all the members of the organizing committee who are assisting continuously to make this webinar a successful activity, event. I extend warm welcome and a lot of love to all dear participants from different part of the country. I expect your active participation. Please keep yourself muted and support us to make this webinar a very good platform for learning. And I would like to request Honorable Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir to declare that today's online webinar, MS Office, a teaching tool, is officially inaugurated. So I welcome and ask him to inaugurate today's webinar. Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir.
Okay, sir. Today's webinar, which is organized by our college, Adarsh Arts and Commerce and Science College, Desaiganj, Valsad, on the topic the MS Office, a teaching tool. The resource person of this webinar, Dr. S.B. Kishore sir, Head of Department, Computer Science, SP College, Chandrapur. And the dear delegate and join on Zoom platform, and also the participants who are watching live streaming on YouTube. I welcome you all. Friends, this is the second consecutive webinar which is organized by our college team, first of which was before, it was on intellectual property right, also on writing the thesis, dissertations, and the research paper. Now this is second in the series, and in the coming days, definitely again 2 webinars on 2 different topics will be organized by our college. So this which is on MS Office, a teaching tool. Definitely we know that in today's world, now technological mode of education, it is very important because of the COVID-19 situations throughout countries and in the world also. Online mode, it has got much more importance. And for this online teaching, definitely there are the many tools how to teach the students, and along with each and every tool, definitely there are the certain difficulties also, but the experts like Dr. S.B. Kishore, sir, they will definitely tell us how the particular tool it can be used properly for teaching without any difficulties by the teachers and also by the students, that so there will be no much more difficulty or in teaching and the learning for the student. Definitely at present there is no alternative or 100% alternative to the online mode. But in a particular situation, definitely we have to use this to overcome the situations which are actually present due to the COVID-19. Therefore, this one topic, it was selected by our team along with the discussion with the resource person, that this MS Office, how it can be used as a effective tool for the teaching to the students in the online mode. So officially now I declared that this webinar is inaugurated, and the detail will be definitely uh, will be told by Dr. S.B. Kishore sir, and our teachers who have joined this webinar. Definitely they will be get benefited from this tool, how the MS Office tool, it can be used for the online teaching mode. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Teja sir. It is the motivation, it is the encouragement, constant encouragement of our principal that lead us to conduct such activities for the students and for the teaching faculty. We are always kept busy in academic activities by our principal. That is also very good for all of us. The work, continuous work is the success of the only key of success that we learn from him. He himself is quite busy all the time. And so if the administrator and if the boss is always busy, then how the rest of the faculty can be at rest? So this is a good message that we get from our principal. Thank you very much, sir, for inaugurating today's online webinar on MS Office, a teaching tool, and delivering a small talk at this moment. Once again, I thank you for being here and encouraging us and conducting giving us the wishes for smooth conduct webinar on today's topic. Now, I request Dr. Sriram Gahane sir, IQC coordinator of our college, to introduce today's resource person to the participant. Dr. Gahane sir.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. I once again welcome today's inaugurator and the chairperson of today's webinar on MS Office, a teaching tool. Our dear and honorable principal, Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir. I also extend my warm greetings to today's resource person, Honorable Dr. S.B. Kishore sir, the organizing secretary and the head of the Department of Commerce, the professor in our college, Dr. H.M. Kambli sir, all the organizing committee members, faculty members, all the dear participants in this webinar, and my dear students who are watching this program live on YouTube in our college. Dear participants, I have been given an opportunity and responsibility to introduce today's resource person in this webinar. Dr. S.B. Kishore sir is a learned personality, a versatile personality, a scholarly person who has the knowledge in the field of information and technology and works as a guide not only to his students and to the faculty members of his college, but to almost all the colleges and faculty members in the region of Gondwana University, Gadchiroli. He has a very wide profile to his credit. And to introduce him in few minutes is, for me, a Herculean task. Still, I would try my best to introduce today's resource person in few words. Friends, dear Dr. Kishore sir has been working as head, Department of Computer Science since September 4, 2000, and also working as a coordinator of MCA department in a renowned college in our region, Sardar Patel Mahavidyalaya Chandrapur, the A grade accredited college by NAC. He is a chairman of Computer Science Board at Gondwana University, Gadchiroli. He is also working as a member of Computer Science Board to various autonomous colleges and worked as a member of the Computer Application Board at Rashtrasandra Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University, Nagpur. During COVID-19, Dr. Kishore sir has continuously been busy in his work online. He has uploaded more than 105 videos on various teaching aids for faculty, academic, research, and other utility videos on YouTube. And for this, he has been felicitated by YouTube also. So far, he has been credited with 2 patents. 12 scholars, research scholars, have been awarded PhD under his able guidance till now, and 6 MPhil students are to his credits till date. Dr. Kishore sir, a double PhD holder himself in the professional subjects that include computer science and management, has written 63 books, and with re-edition, he has published 111 books till date. Dr. Kishore sir has trained more than 2,000 PhD research scholars and faculty members on the topic of ICT and plagiarism. He has worked as a resource person in faculty development programs, refresher courses, orientation courses, PhD courseworks at various universities and at different levels also. Sir has been the chairperson and resource person at many national conferences and seminars at various academic staff colleges, and has presented many papers at national and international seminars, workshops, and conferences. Dr. Kishore sir is also sharing his ideas and expertise on many important committees that include Internal Quality Assurance Cell, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, and research. Most importantly, to honor his dedication and determination in the field of education, Dr. Kishore sir has been awarded with many awards that include some prestigious awards like Ideal Teacher Award 2012 and Best Writer Award 2013 by Rashtrasandra Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University, Nagpur. A holder of India Book Records 2014 for writing maximum books in computer science, and recipient of Ideal Teacher Award 2016 from Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, and distinguished head of the department 2017 of Computer Society of India, Mumbai, and Shiksha Ratan 2019 of Zero Mile, Nagpur. Best Faculty Development for Online Teaching during COVID-19 award that was awarded by IESA, that is International Education Symposium and Awards 2020. So large number of awards are to the credit of Dr. Kishore sir. Dr. Kishore sir is a member of many professional bodies that include CSTA New York, IERDC Hong Kong, and ITES Mumbai. As a social responsibility, Dr. Kishore sir has donated blood on 12 occasions. He has published 54 articles in Hitwada newspaper in English, mostly on research topics for making awareness among research scholars and readers. He has won a national computer quiz. He is a 4 times district champion in carom tournaments. He is a 3 times district champion in chess tournaments, and many more feathers are there in his cap. So he's a gem, he is a diamond, he's a scholarly person, he's a very brilliant student himself, and continuously tries his hand on computer. And sir must be congratulated by all the participants here, because yesterday itself, Gondwana University has issued a new notification where Dr. Kishore sir has been nominated as member of Grievance Redressal Cell for PhD coursework students of the university. Such is the personality with us. Dr. Kishore sir has already enlightened us, has blessed us by being a resource person organized by our IQAC in a webinar organized by our IQAC on 30th May 2020. Such a versatile and a scholarly personality is with us today. So friends, let us get benefited from his knowledge. Let us learn from his experiences. Let us get enlightened from what Dr. Kishore sir has been doing throughout these years, and throughout the period of COVID-19. He has continuously made himself very busy in inventing new tactics, new ways, new styles, new platforms, not only for the teachers, but even for the students. I extend my warm greetings on behalf of Nutan Shikshan Prasarak Mandal Desaiganj, on behalf of Adarsh Arts, Commerce and Science College Desaiganj, on behalf of Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our college and the organizing committee also. I request Honorable Dr. Kishore sir to proceed with his deliberations on the topic today. So thank you, sir, for being with us. And it's our earnest request to start your session. Dr. Kishore.
Thank you very much, sir, for this introduction. So, respected principal, Dr. Kugreja sir, the organizing secretary, Dr. Kamli sir, the IQAC coordinator, Dr. Gahane sir, Dr. Dhote sir, the head of Department of English, and all the teaching staff of Commerce and all other staff of the college, and dear faculty members. First of all, really thankful for this welcome by the college. Okay. And in the today's sessions, we are going to discuss about what a Microsoft as a teaching aids. I know that many of you are aware about the Microsoft. So in the today's session, we will discuss how this tool is going to help you a lot during your teaching. So with the kind of permissions of the organization, I would like to start my session. Shall I start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So rather than learning about only the theory approach, we will also do what a practical approach side by side. And my request to all of you, at any moment, if you find certain difficulties, you can unmute and you can ask me the questions. Okay. So once again, welcome to one and all. And in the session, Microsoft as a teaching aids. So myself, Dr. S. B. Kishore, welcome you all in this particular session. Now, question arises, what do you mean by teaching aids? So teaching aids is nothing but the simply what various devices that you can use while teaching. For example, an object such as what? A book, picture, maps. They are what? Or devices such as overhead projector, smart whiteboard or mobile or any electronic notebooks or e-readers used by a teacher for what purpose? To enhance the classroom instructions are known as what? Basically teaching aids. So question arises, what are those teaching aids when you are talking about the various devices? When you are talking about audio, basically we have what? Radio, tape recorder, and when you are talking about the visual motion, it is what? A motion picture or projectors or film strips. And when you are talking about the audio visual, it is what? videos, cassettes, film, television, etc. So now question arises, we are going to discuss here about what, not about all these tools or physical devices, but we are talking about a software tool, a tool that is going to help us during our presentation or during our teaching. So what are the software? When we are talking about a documentation software, mostly we talk about what, Google Doc or LibreOffice or LaTeX or MS Office. So in the today's sessions, we are going to discuss about what, the MS Office as one of the tools. So now question arises before moving ahead, what is an office and what it constitutes? Okay. So when you are talking about office consists of what, various components like a machine, paper, file, procedure, and all these things is going to be managed by a certain group of people according to their hierarchy of order in the office. So it means it mostly concerned with what? It concerned with generating or producing a data or information by means of what? By using an application forms. It's a kind request to mute. The storage and retrieval of data information, once you have stored the information, it might be possible that through which we should be able to retrieve those information. So MS Office provides that kind of options. Then what is the basic purpose of information? We should be able to communicate that information to a different authorities. Okay. So basic purpose of Office is what? To pass the information that you have received. The office is what? It is essentially an information processing center where the various informations are going to be processed. After collecting those information, it means what you are doing. You are managing those information, you are collecting those information, you are storing those information somewhere. Then you may reformat those information according to the requirement of the different institutes. Then you may process the data as per your requirement. So this is the basic thing. So office is what? Again, remember, it is an information processing center. Now question arises, how to perform all this operation? That is how to manage, how to collect, how to retrieve all those information. So by means of what? The MS Office tools. So right now we are going to discuss here MS Office as what? As a tool part. So when we are talking about MS Office tools, mostly it consists of what? The three major tools, that is MS Word, MS Excel, and MS PowerPoint. Okay, so we will discuss all of them one by one during our presentation. So let's start with MS Word. So before that, what is word processing? So when we are talking about word processing is a software tool that is capable of what? We will be able to create the file, we will be able to edit the information as per requirement, and finally we will be able to format and print those documents. Then with this software tool, user can create what? Efficient documents with a minimum effort. How to? We will see. Then most of the word processing, I am saying once again, most of the word processing software is capable of performing the following operation, including what? Our MS Word. So let us discuss what are the features first, and then we will see what are the new tools that you can use during your teaching it. So first of all, we try to see what are the features that has been provided by the MS Word. It gives a facility to set up a page size, and we can set up the margins, that is left, right, top, and bottom. We can also set what? A line spacing and character spacing and paragraph. So my first thing is that to all of you, before even writing the piece of letter on a file, the first thing that you need to understand is that what is the size of my page, whether it is the A4 size, whether it is the A5 size, or whether I'm going to create one small what? The visiting card. So based on that, first of all thing, what you need to do, you need to set the page size. Again, remember, before writing any single word. So how to do it? Let's see simultaneously side by side. Observe that here we have what? Page layout, and under that we have what? Here page setup. Here you can specify what? Different types of margin. You can also specify the size of your paper. And these are what? Different types of margin, so that you can set according to your requirement, and whether it is a page is portrait or whether it is a landscape. So that you need to decide. Mostly when we are talking about certificate, we print what? In a landscape manner. But when it's a plain document, we usually use what? A portrait document. So based according to your requirement, you are going to select what? A type of your layout, or you can what? It's the orientation. The next feature is what? It provides the facility to boldface, italic, underline, or change the cases of the selected text. It means it is providing a different type of formatting option. So that, what is the basic purpose? So that the performance of the document is enhanced, and also one can put what? A certain part of the text in a superscript or subscript style. So let's discuss this part. Under this option, we have what? A different types of formatting you can do. For example, assume this is the one of the text that I would like to bold it, italic, underline. You can also change what? The color. It means the basic thing is what? First of all, you need to select the text, and then you will be able to perform a different kinds of operation. You can also change what? You can also make the entire sentence into the uppercase or lowercase or in different types of format. It means you don't need to worry when you are writing anything. Not only that, you are also able to write what? It is in superscript and subscript. How to write it? It's very simple. For example, when you are writing A2, simply select the 2 and then select what? A superscript. Similarly, when you are talking about H2O, what you need to do, select only the letter 2 and then select what? A subscript. So this is how you are able to do what? You will be able to perform the operation of superscript and subscript. It means you are able to perform what? You are able to enhance your document. It provides the facility to change the font and size of the entire document or selected part of text. Even you can also insert what? The insert word art, date and time. Let's see. This is what? This is nothing but your word art or drop cap caption. In the insert menu, we have what? A drop cap. So it looks much more better if you are giving what? A drop cap as your first letter. It means it is simply what? It is simply an enhancement tool. So whenever you are giving a certain note to your students in the form of say document, you will be able to give what? You will be able to produce an enhanced version of your entire material that you are providing to your students. Okay. Not only that, you will be also able to specify what? Different types of options. Under the insert option, you can also insert a date rather than typing a date yourself manually. What you can do, you will be able to insert a date and time in a different format. Most of the people who are doing what? They usually type the date and time. Don't do such kind of thing. All these features are already provided by the MS Word for you. Okay, so don't try to write yourself. While the document is being typed, it provides a good way or good layout of viewing the document. Let's see. Assume this is what your document and you want to view in a read. Simply click on read mode and observe it will be look in a book format mode. You will be able to read in a book format mode rather than a print layout mode. Not only that, it provides the features of what? Changing the colors, so that it will give a much more better way of reading the documents. Then it provides the facility of what? Cut, copy and paste, as all of you are aware very well. One can also move the information from one location to another, not only within the Word, but you can also copy the information from Word to PowerPoint or PowerPoint to Excel and so on. It means Word is providing the features of what? Multi-cross platform. Rather than working on a single application, it provides the multi-application format where you are able to copy the information from one place to another very easily. Then it has a justification facility so that the text can be left justified, right justified, or center, or fully justified. It means what? Observe that this is what your information, we are put this enter or heading in a center alignment. Then most of the documents or information usually placed in what? They are what? Justified. Justified means see, left as well as right. Where the left and right justified values spaces are ignored by the your Word and it put a certain spaces. For example, when you are viewing the same information in the left justified, it looks something like this. When you are putting in the center, it looks like this and justified. This is the best way of dealing the document. So always put your entire paragraph or sentence in which format? In a justified format. It provides the facility of search the certain selected text from the entire document at any location and also able to provide what? You will be able to replace that selected text. It means it is simply what? Finding and replacing. Assume that in a certain letter you have note down a certain name, say Akhil, but later on you come to know that the name is not Akhil, but it's a Anand. So instead of changing manually all Akhil by Anand, what you can do, you can use a tool find and replace. So what you need to specify, what you want to search and by which word you want to replace. So you can use this particular tool in order to perform that particular operation. It gives the facility to define new bullet and numbering. This is a something good feature that has been provided by your Word. Observe that this is what a bullet. This is a very normal bullet. If you want to have a certain excellent bullet, you can select. For example, if you want certain infinity symbol or something like that, what you can do? Simply select the symbols, insert. Just a moment. From the insert menu, what you need to do? From the bullet, change what? Define a new bullet. Then select your symbol option. Then observe that we can use any one of these as a part of our bullet. For example, if you follow a winding, you will find excellent bullets. For example, if you would like to have a book or pen as your bullet, what you need to do? Simply select the bullet and then click OK and OK. Observe that. Okay, so that is how you will be able to work with what? You will be able to create a new bullet rather than following your normal bullets. Rather than following your normal bullet, always have a unique bullet for your work. Okay, so again, I'm undoing it. Then one may insert the shape, symbol, and mathematical equation very easily. Now it's very simple. How to shape means like various symbols that has been provided by the Word. For example, these are the insert menu. Under that, we have various shapes. So you can insert any kind of shape that you would like to have in your what? Presentation. So in this way, you will be able to what? You will be able to add any kind of shape. Not only that, you will be also able to add an equation. For it is very much useful for the mathematical people. Equations, under these equations, we have a different types of equation format. For example, if you want to have what? A integration symbols, okay, you can use such kind of then limits. So there are various symbols that have been provided by the what? The Word or the mathematical teachers. So they can use any kind of this kind of symbols, or they can be able to write the equation by using these particular mathematical equations. Not only that, it has facility to work with the picture, graph, and chart so that a graphical environment can be created in a document. You will be able to change this entire format into a graphical mode. How? It's very simple. Assume this is a particular information that I would like to convert into a graphical format. So what I need to do? Simply from the insert menu, it is my kind request to organizer to admit all the people one by one because I am getting the message over here. So you will be able to not only able to add the picture, but you can also add the picture using the online mode. It means for that purpose, it is necessary that you should have what? The internet active. There should be active internet connections. So you can specify what you would like to insert. For example, I would like to insert the picture of the doctor. So simply specify it and it will show you the list of pictures related to the doctors. It may take a certain time, and please remember, you can use this picture. There is no issue because it comes under the Creative Commons only. So there is no legal issues about what? The copyright part. So you can select any one of these pictures. Usually what happens when you are inserting the pictures or when you are downloading the pictures, you are not aware about that, whether it is a copyrighted or not. But using these tools, if you are going to use, it shows what? A Creative Commons only. It means you are able to use those pictures without having worry about what? About the copyright part. Okay. So I'm undoing this part. So always use, or whenever you would like to have an insert picture, always use what? The online picture. So basic advantage क्या है? Then MS Word has what? A spell and grammar checking facility so that a text of the document can be corrected and keep it in a grammatical error free. As all of you are aware that MS provide what? You will be able to check the spells and grammar very well. It uses the facility of Thesaurus so that suggest of the various synonyms and also suggest that their opposite meaning. It might be possible that you are not too good in English. So in that case, you can also use what? Synonyms in order to replace a particular word by some better word. For example, instead of using a good, you may use what? Excellent. So it might be possible that due to the not having that much of vocabulary, you may follow what? The synonyms in order to use them while writing your letter. It provides the facility to define what? Header and footer. So this is basically useful for all those people who are providing a note, or those people or those teachers who are writing a books. So most of the times you might have observed in a book, at the bottom of the page, you will find a page number. Okay. So instead of specifying a page number one by one yourself, you can use what? The options of header and footer in order to perform that particular operations. Then one of the most important facility provided by MS Word is what? It's a mail merge. That is combining the document with data file. It might be possible that you have a certain data with you of say student data, which consists of what? Say name and addresses and the city to which they belong. And now you would like to send certain invitation letter to those students. So what is the one way? The one way is what? To write the first name, then replace it with another name, then replace with the third name, and then take the printout one by one. So it's a very time-consuming job. Let me once again repeat. You want to send an invitation letter to all the students. So what is the first mechanism? पहले स्टूडेंट का नाम लिखो, उसका एड्रेस लिखो, प्रिंट आउट ले दो, then फिर से सेकंड स्टूडेंट का नाम लिखो. This is the one way. Now assume there are hundreds of students, and it's a very time-consuming job. So instead of that, what you can use the features of mail merge. So it might be possible that कि आपका जो स्टूडेंट का डेटा है, it might be in Excel file or it might be in NSSS file, no issue. You will be able to combine these two files very well. It has a facility to have data has been kept in Excel files. So what you can do by simply clicking on a link, you will be able to open your Excel files. Okay, and this feature is known as what? Hyperlink. So that has been supported by your MS Word. Then provision of import and export, that is PDF document. It facilitates to save the document in a different format. Most of the times, if you observe carefully, usually we send a PDF file. Question arises, why PDF file? PDF means portable document file. So what is the basic reason for PDF? Because no one will be able to make any kind of editing part in a PDF. And that is the basic reason that most of the times we send what? A PDF file. So MS Word provides your current document in a PDF format. What we need to do is that ये आपकी file है, it is in document file, and then save as. Under the save as option, assume in a folder say I am saving in this particular folder. So save as type में आपको क्या करना है? आपको PDF select करना है. That's a very simple in order to create a PDF file. Okay. Then one more thing that you need to understand: always save your file in Word 97/2003 format. What is the basic reason is that it might be possible that in your college you are using the version say Windows or MS Word 2014, and where you are submitting this particular file, they might be using 2007. So there might be a certain problem may come up because of what? The compatibility of the version. So it's my suggestion, whenever you are going to share certain document, especially document file, in that case, always save your files in 97/2003 format. Then MS Word also provide the features of what? Few more features we will see, and then we will start with the actual one. It supports the documentation of what? Protection. It means you will be able to save your document in a protected mode so that no one will be able to open the file without having a proper password. Okay. It has facility to create the tables in the form of rows and columns. So it provides the features of in order to have what? A tabular format. If you want to display certain data in a tabular format, MS Word provides the features of that by means of what? A table. One can add a page color and border very easily. Okay, you can create a well enhanced page, for example. Assume this is your Word file and you want to create what? You want to insert as a design page color. Okay, if you have a color printer, you can take the color printouts with that. So that is the basic advantage, putting the color behind the page. So that kind of features is also provided by your MS Word. And finally, one can insert a picture using an online mode. We have already seen that is we don't need to save the downloaded file. That is the basic advantage of what? Inserting the picture using the online mode. मतलब आपको पिक्चर को यूजुअली हम क्या करते हैं, पिक्चर को पहले डाउनलोड करते हैं और बाद में फिर उसको क्या करते हैं, हम इंसर्ट करते हैं. डोंट फॉलो दिस काइंड ऑफ टेक्निक. ऑलवेज यूज ऑनलाइन मोड, क्योंकि जब आप डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं इसका मतलब क्या है, आपका इंटरनेट कनेक्शन ऑलरेडी ऑन है. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ फॉलोइंग दैट अप्रोच, ऑलवेज यूज व्हाट? Insert the picture using online mode. So there is a guarantee that you are not going to copy or copyright images for your work. Okay. So now, what are the major things that we are going to discuss in a practical manner? That is what teaching aids. So we are going to discuss how to create a table of content. It might be possible that most of the teachers are writing certain books. Okay. Or even if it is not a book, even if you are giving a certain notes, you can prepare what? A table of content. Then how to create the table of figures. So these are the things. Similarly, table of equations. We will see how to create all those things. Then we will discuss creation of citation and bibliography automatically using the what? Word. It might be possible that, like sir has said, in the 4 or 5 days back only, they have took a session on the research. So we will discuss how to create the citation automatically and what is exactly citation. Then we will discuss a formatting using a different style, and you can also create your own style. And finally, we will see how to create your own templates. So these are the 4 parts that we are going to cover during our practical session, and these 4 parts are really going to help you a lot during your teaching aids. So let's discuss all of them one by one. So first one is table of contents. Now observe that this is what my heading, this is what subheading. Okay, so what I need to do is that simply select this heading, and these are what my tiles. इसको क्या बोलते हैं, यहाँ पे टाइल बोलते हैं. So what is the basic purpose of this tile? Observe this. Select this heading and then click on heading 1. Okay, then select this part, heading 2. 1.1 और ये भी क्या है, 1.2 ही है, मतलब they are on the same level. So again select what? Heading 2. Okay, and finally on a new page. New page कैसे कर सकते हैं आप? यहाँ पे कंट्रोल एंटर मार के आप क्या कर सकते हैं, न्यू पेज ला सकते हो. That's very simple. Now here under the reference menu, here what we have option? Table of contents. So simply select this and specify a table of content for your book. Observe that word processor, it is showing a page number. मतलब हमको मैन्युअली लिखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट हमको मैन्युअली बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, इट हैज बीन क्रिएटेड ऑटोमेटिकली. नॉट ओनली दैट, ऑल्सो की बाद में अगर ये पेज चेंज हो गया है, राइट नाउ इट इज ऑन पेज नंबर 2. So I am pressing Control Enter. So it means it is going to move to the next page. And observe now what you need to do. आपको ये क्या करना पड़ेगा? टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट को अपडेट करना पड़ेगा. So simply click on, select and update the table. Update entire table, and observe it is showing what? A page number now 3. So this is how you will be able to create what? A table of content for yourself. Once again, let's see. Suppose later on आपने और एक हेडिंग यहाँ पे डाले हैं. Suppose say 1.3, say Excel. Now once again remember, आपको क्या करना है, इसको स्टाइल फॉर्मेट में ही लेना है, अदरवाइज वो नहीं आएगा। तो होम में गए और यहाँ पे क्या आपको स्टाइल सिलेक्ट करना है। ओके, हाउ टू क्रिएट योर ओन स्टाइल, आई विल लेट यू नो विद इन अ मोमेंट। तो सिलेक्ट दिस पार्ट एंड देन फाइनली आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग में जाके फिर से सिलेक्ट द टेबल एंड अपडेट द टेबल। Okay, so in this way you will be able to create what, a table of content very easily। मतलब हमको कुछ एक्सपर्ट बनने की जरूरत नहीं है इसके लिए। हमको क्या करना है, जो आपके हेडिंग्स है उसके ऊपर हमको क्या यूज करना है, स्टाइल फॉर्मेट यूज करना है। जो मेन हेडिंग है उसको हेडिंग 1, जो सब हेडिंग है उसको हेडिंग 2, अगर उसके अंदर और कोई हेडिंग होगा सब हेडिंग, तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, हेडिंग नंबर 3 फॉर एग्जांपल। इस हेडिंग के अंदर और एक हेडिंग है सपोज, तो उस हेडिंग को मैं नाम दे रहा हूं 1.2.1 and say merging। Now select this part and select heading 3। Okay, now once again what you need to do, at the end हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, फिर से टेबल को अपडेट करना पड़ेगा। Observe। Okay, so it's a very easy to create such kind of table of content। So there is no मतलब depth, how many sub levels you can have। Okay, you can create your, देखिए यहाँ पे हेडिंग 3 के बाद क्या है, यहाँ पे हेडिंग 4, तो ऐसे आप अपना खुद का और एक हेडिंग 5 भी आप बना सकते हैं। So there is no limit that how many levels, sub levels you can have। Okay, usually most of the time this much is enough for creating what, a table of content, but this is not a only limit, you can create as many as। Okay, so any doubts, any one of you, if you have any doubts you can ask me here only related to this part, otherwise I will explain how to create the table of figures। So I am simply undoing all the activities that what you have done।
Sir, can you show us how to add the page numbers?
Okay, just a moment। It is very simple। See what you need to do, insert, then here what, we have a header and footer। Okay, simply select what, a footer। Under this we have a various types by which you can select what, a page number। Suppose if you want to have something like this, okay, here you can specify the author name as well as the page number। So select this part and observe। Okay, now simply close it and observe, on each page you will have this what, a footer। Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, under the insert option we have what, header and footer, nothing else। So now we will move towards what, a second part, that is how to create the table of figures।
Sir,
Yes,
Kishore sir,
please।
hello.
Yes sir।
We have 2 questions in chat box.
Yes sir।
Should we take the questions later on or should we take now at this moment?
If it is related to this part, here itself, no issue।
Yeah, the first question is how to add any audio and video aids to our presentation or documents or technical report.
Okay, it's very simple, thank you। So insert option is there। Okay, here what you can do, you can insert a video option in the Word file or in PowerPoint file।
Or he simply put the same question to our presentation or a document.
So usually it is better to put it on a what, PowerPoint। I will show you that has been there in my presentation। Okay,
A second question is here.
that is there sir, in PowerPoint presentation। अभी हाँ, PowerPoint presentation में already वो mention किया है, तो मैं बताऊंगा आपको PowerPoint में।
The same question.
Okay,
The same question is here again with the different words. Okay, sir, proceed. Kishore sir, you proceed, sir, please.
now we will see। Okay sir, thank you। Now if you want to create what, the table of figures, so for that purpose here what, again we have insert option, then picture। assume करो कि आपके पास कुछ पिक्चर्स है। I have already kept all those pictures in this particular folder। So assume these are some of the pictures। Typing, please remember, instead of typing a figure here, manually, what you need to do is that you need to use a reference. Manually, आपको type नहीं करना, figure करना, and insert caption. So select insert caption and specify the name of the caption. Now you can have the caption like figure, or you can also have, अगर आपको इक्वेशन बनाने का होगा तो इक्वेशन बना सकते हैं, एब्रिविएशन करना होगा तो एब्रिविएशन, इमेज चाहिए होगा तो इमेज, या फिर टेबल चाहिए होगा तो टेबल नाम. आपको जो नाम देना है वो आप यहाँ पे figure. So I'm giving a name says smiley1. कि यहाँ पे मैं और एक पिक्चर, सेकंड पिक्चर, again remember, don't type it manually. Using the references only you need to do. Insert caption. Suppose name is smiley2. And now I am creating what? A table of figure. So at the beginning, top of the page, तो यहाँ पे क्या करना है हमको? Insert simply table of figure. Then it is showing something various options. So simply select a default only. Okay कीजिए. तो देखिए यहाँ पे सब क्या आ गया आपके पास? अपने आप फिगर नंबर 1, स्माइली वगैरह वगैरह सब आ गया. Now what is the advantage? यहाँ पे क्या मिला आपको? एक हाइपरलिंक मिला है. मतलब आपको सिंपली कंट्रोल और यहाँ क्लिक करो तो अपने आप को फिगर नंबर 1 पे चले जाएगा. Once again, let's see. It is creating the hyperlink automatically. Simply आपको क्या करना है? कंट्रोल एंड इस फिगर के ऊपर क्लिक करना है, ऑटोमेटिकली उस फिगर पे चले जाएगा. That part is clear. Now assume कि सपोज आपने और एक पिक्चर ऐड की है बीच में यहाँ पे. तो यूजुअली क्या होता है, सपोज अज्यूम करो कि आप कोई थीसिस लिख रहे हो या फिर कोई आप बुक भी लिख रहे होंगे. सपोज आपके 100 पेज का आपका वर्क खत्म हो गया है और बाद में आपको फिर से याद आया कि नहीं मुझे स्टार्टिंग में कुछ भी एक फिगर ऐड करना है. So renumbering all those figure number manually is a very tedious job. Renumbering all those figure number manually is very tedious job, and here such kind of tools are very much helpful. Let's see. If you want to add one more picture, insert picture. Suppose this one. Again, remember you don't need to type a name manually. You need to action only. तो फिगर नंबर देखिए यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? 2 आ गया है अपने आप 1 और ये 2 ले रहा है और इसको नंबर 3 अपने आप हो जाएगा. देखेंगे हम. नाउ मैं नाम दे रहा हूँ उसको smiley3 दे रहा हूँ. नाउ क्लिक ओके एंड नाउ ऑब्जर्व हियर. दिस इज व्हाट योर फिगर नंबर 2 हो गया और ये हमारा फिगर नंबर 2 एंड दिस इज योर फिगर नंबर 3. इट मींस व्हाट? इट इज रीअरेंजिंग ऑल द फिगर ऑटोमेटिकली. Add करो, it will take the care of that. And that's all. Okay. अब पिक्चर अगर इधर उधर एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मूव भी होता होगा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, क्योंकि बहुत बार होता है कि जब हम थीसिस लिखते हैं तो या बुक लिखते हैं तो हमको लगता है कि ये पेज करंट पेज पे नहीं अगले पेज पे So you don't need to worry. कंटेंट बनाते हैं तो 100 पेज को कैप्शन कर सकते हैं. क्या है?
Hello. Participants are requested to keep themselves muted, please.
पैक करके डाल दी ऊपर। हेलो
I think the problem on network once again. Yeah. Dr. Kishore sir is in again.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So what we have seen is that similar to this fashion, what you need to do, similarly, you need to add what the equations, table, etc. जो भी होगा, ये format is the same. Format is same. Okay. Now we will discuss about what one of the important part for especially for the research student and those who are publishing a papers. Okay, this is one of the important for them. Now assume I'm removing all these pictures. Now, what is the meaning of copyright or why plagiarism word comes? Whenever you are copying certain information without the acknowledgement or without giving the acknowledgement to someone else, and when you are doing it, it's what? Simply a copyright material or it's called plagiarism. मतलब बिना ऑथर को एक्नॉलेजमेंट दिए जब आप किसी की इंफॉर्मेशन एज इट इज छाप के अपना खुद का है बताते हैं तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? सिंपली प्लेगरिज्म. सो हाउ टू अवॉइड दिस पार्ट? ओके, हाउ टू अवॉइड दिस पार्ट? सो फॉर दैट पर्पस व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज दैट रेफरेंस में जाएंगे हम. यहाँ पे रेफरेंस में हमारे पास एक ऑप्शन है यहाँ पे citation and bibliography. Citation and bibliography. Under this we have what? A style. Now basic question. Many of the teachers, including the what a guide, doesn't know in which style they need to follow. उनको कौन सी स्टाइल फॉलो करना है ये बहुत जनों को नहीं मालूम है. I am saying. For example, when you are using IEEE, it is usually by whom? By the science and technology student. When we are talking about Chicago, it is usually need to be followed by a management student and commerce student. When we are talking about APA or MLA, it should be used by the art student. Okay. So based on that, you need to select what? Your style. So let's see. So before that, assume कि मैंने ये information किसी book में से copy की है. Book means not a normal textbook. Please remember. Here book doesn't mean a normal book. It's a e-book. मतलब देखो ये नॉर्मल बुक आपका कहीं छप के है क्या? प्रिंटेड फॉर्म में है क्या? फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने एक बुक में किसी एक बुक में अज्यूम करते हैं कि मैंने इस बुक में कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन लिख के रखी है. ये इंफॉर्मेशन वेब में है क्या? नहीं है. तो मैं इसके साथ चेक कैसे करूंगा कि मैंने ये बुक में से इंफॉर्मेशन कॉपी की है? तो यूजिंग प्लेगरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल कि किसी ने अगर अपने प्रिंटेड फॉर्म में अगर बुक छापी होंगी तो उसको मैं डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे प्लेगरिज्म के थ्रू कोई भी टूल यूज नहीं कर सकता है जब तक ये मटेरियल ऑनलाइन ना हो. Okay, so that is the important part. So when you are talking about here book means what? Assume I am selecting what here? Insert cap citation. See citation का मतलब क्या है? Assume करते कि हमने ये information किसी बुक से ली है तो यहाँ पे insert citation में जाने के बाद आपके पास दो ऑप्शन है add new source and add new placeholder. So simply select add new source. Then it is asking what is the type of source? आपने information कहाँ से ली है? Whether it is from the website or whether it is from the book or whether it is from the book section or whether it is from journal article or article from the periodical, conference proceeding से लिया है या फिर किसी रिपोर्ट से लिया है and so on. हो सकता है कि आपने किसी फिल्म से कोई आइडिया ली होंगी as it is और certain interviews से या फिर किसी के patent से and so on. So suppose if I am selecting your book, so you need to provide what various information related to that book. Also this is your e-book and I am writing the name of the author say Dr. S.B. Kishore. Then corporate author उस समय अगर ये कंपनी से रिलेटेड कंपनी के कुछ लोग उस पे काम कर रहे होंगे तो उस पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च पेपर में टाइटल ऑफ द बुक सपोज से रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी Then the year of publication you need to specify. Then the city, the publisher, for it, assume it's a Nagpur. Then the publisher name, suppose Tazgunu Prakashan. You can also specify the various details for that purpose. For example, अगर आपने किसी स्पेसिफिक पेज से लिया होगा तो वो भी आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे पेज नंबर भी बता सकते हो, आप एडिशन भी बता सकते हो, कौन से एडिशन से लिए थे आपने. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे आप पेज नंबर बता सकते हो, ISBN नंबर बता सकते हो इसका. तो दीज आर दी सम ऑफ द एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन, वो भी आप क्या कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हो रिलेटेड टू the information that you have copied. Now observe, the moment I am clicking on the OK, what is happening? What is going to happen? Let's see. OK जैसे मैं क्लिक कर रहा हूँ, क्या आ गया यहाँ पे? इसको बोलते हैं यहाँ पे citation. Please remember, it is called citation, not the reference. Citation मतलब यहाँ पे simply brief में बताया जा रहा है कि ये डॉक्टर किशोर की बुक है in the year which has been published in the year 2018. Nothing else. It is not providing a detailed information. Now similarly, take suppose कि मैंने ये इंफॉर्मेशन किसी और बुक से ली है. अगेन सिलेक्ट इंसर्ट साइटेशन, ऐड न्यू सोर्स. देखिए पहला जो साइटेशन मैंने दिया था वो यहाँ पे आ चुका है. ऐड न्यू सोर्स. अगेन अज्यूम इट्स अ बुक ओनली एंड नाउ सपोज ऑथर इज डॉक्टर ढोटे सर. टाइटल से इंग्लिश पोएट्री. देन ईयर ऑफ बुक पब्लिकेशन सपोज 2020. सिटी से वर्सा and publisher is supposed to say ABC. Now I'm simply clicking on OK. तो देखिए यहाँ पे क्या गया, इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम citation. Please remember, बहुत बार होता है क्या कि मैन्युअली क्यों नहीं करना चाहिए, मैं आपको बताऊंगा अभी. क्योंकि हर एक फॉर्मेट, जैसे कि APA का फॉर्मेट अलग है. अगर आप कॉमा देते हैं, कॉमा भी अगर प्रॉपर्ली नहीं देते हैं, जहाँ पे देना चाहिए वहां पे नहीं देते हुए, कॉमा नहीं देते हुए, सपोज आपने डबल कोट दिए तो क्या हो जाएगा, वो फॉर्मेट गलत हो जाएगा और आपका कंप्यूटर क्या करेगा, उसको प्रॉपर्ली साइटेशन कंसीडर नहीं करेगा. सो एट द एंड इस तरह से पूरा लिखने के बाद आपको क्या करना है, लास्ट में बिब्लियोग्राफी ऑप्शन से यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट कीजिए एंड देन सिलेक्ट द स्टाइल. फॉर एग्जांपल आपको बिब्लियोग्राफी हेडिंग चाहिए कि रेफरेंसेस चाहिए कि वर्क साइटेड. सो बेस्ड ऑन द डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटी, कुछ लोग बिब्लियोग्राफी यूज करते हैं, कुछ लोग रेफरेंस यूज करते हैं, कुछ वर्क साइटेड. सो सपोज आई एम सिलेक्टिंग द रेफरेंसेस. तो देखिए ऑटोमेटिकली क्या हो रहा है, full detail about that book is going to be displayed over here. In which order? It is in the order of alphabetical order of what? The name. Now assume कि आपने ये पेपर पब्लिश किए एक जर्नल में और वहां पे आपका पेपर रिजेक्ट हो गया and they are not following APA style but they are following what? Say IEEE format. अब आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा मैन्युअली, अगर आप कर रहे होंगे तो it's very difficult. Okay? मतलब आपको पूरा फॉर्मेट क्या करना पड़ेगा कि IEEE में फॉर्मेट कैसे यूज होता है. So instead of that, what we need to do, simply select instead of APA, आपको करना क्या है, सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए और APA की जगह सिंपली बताइए IEEE फॉर्मेट, नथिंग एल्स. देखिए यहाँ पे भी नंबर क्या आ गया, यहाँ पे अपने आप 2 आ गया, यहाँ पे नंबर 1 आ गया. तो IEEE फॉर्मेट में क्या रहता है, नंबरिंग रहती है. इट मींस आपको कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी है, आपको सिंपली फॉर्मेट चेंज करना पड़ा. फिर से फॉर एग्जांपल इंस्टेड ऑफ IEEE, इफ यू वांट से Chicago format. Okay, so that's the feature that has been provided by your MS Word for performing all these operations. Okay, so now any doubts? फिर से यहाँ पे किसी को डाउट होगा तो इस सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड, इस पॉइंट से रिलेटेड. Now assume करते हैं कि और एक चीज कि मैंने फिर से वही बुक अगर रेफर की होंगी तो मुझे फिर से इंसर्ट कैप्शन, इंसर्ट साइटेशन करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. सिंपली जो भी बुक ले आऊंगा उसको सिंपली क्लिक करना है, दैट्स ऑल. Okay, that is how you will be able to add as many as citation for your research paper. So I hope that you understood this particular part so that I can move to the next part. Okay, so now moving toward the next part. One more thing before that. Now assume कि आपने एक रिसर्च पेपर लिख दिए and next time आप फिर से एक रिसर्च पेपर लिख रहे, तो most of the times what happens since you are doing a research, your books remain what? Mostly the common books. So instead of फिर से आपको वो सब करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, फिर से आपको insert citation करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. For example, I am taking a new file, blank document. Now यहाँ पे अगर मैं रेफरेंसेस में जाके insert citation करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ तो यहाँ पे मुझे कुछ दिखेगा क्या? नहीं दिखेगा. Now what you need to do is that simply manage source. Manage source में जाएंगे आप. मैनेज सोर्स में आपने अभी तक जितने भी साइटेशन दिए उन सब की पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे आपको मिल जाएंगी। जो जो आपको चाहिए उसको सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए एंड देन सिंपली कॉपी, दैट्स ऑल, एंड फाइनली क्लोज। नाउ देखिए यहाँ पे इंसर्ट साइटेशन में ये दोनों अपने आप आ गए। Clear? So whenever you are writing a new paper, you don't need to create a citation once again. You can directly reuse them. That is the one more feature that has been provided by your Word. Now we will discuss about. So we have seen how to create the equations, and now what is the features of this? Suppose assume करते हैं कि मैंने यहाँ पे फीचर दिया, इसको मैंने कुछ किया है बोल्ड, इटैलिक, अंडरलाइन से रेड कलर, इसकी फॉन्ट साइज मैंने बढ़ा दी एंड सो ऑन। यही सब फीचर मेरे को यहाँ पे भी चाहिए। इसको व्हाट इज द वन वे? द यूजुअल टेक्निक इज व्हाट? आप सिंपली क्या करते हो, इसको सिलेक्ट करते हो, फॉर्मेट फिल्टर बोलते हो, और फिर आपको जहां पे उसको देना है, फॉर एग्जांपल इसको देना है तो आप इसको सिंपली सिलेक्ट करते हो। द टेक्निक दैट व्हाट यू आर फॉलोइंग, राइट? Instead of that, you can create your own style. So how to create? Let's see. For example, मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ से SDK, या फिर एक नाम लिख लेते हैं ना। इसके ऊपर जो जो आपको फॉर्मेटिंग करना है कर लीजिए, ठीक है। एंड देन यहाँ पे देखिए स्टाइल में यहाँ पे क्लिक करना है आपको, और यहाँ पे बोलना है आपको क्रिएट अ स्टाइल। प्लीज रिमेंबर, आपको वर्ड सिलेक्ट करने के बाद उसके आपको जो जो फॉर्मेटिंग करना है कर लीजिए। उसके बाद आप बोलेंगे यहाँ पे क्रिएट अ स्टाइल, क्लिक इट एंड इट विल आस्क यू द नेम। उसको एक नाम दो बोलेगा, इट इज टेकिंग अ टाइम। ओके, स्पेसिफाई द नेम ऑफ द स्टाइल। सपोज द नेम ऑफ द स्टाइल इज से SDK। नाउ यहाँ पे देखना, यहाँ पे क्या आने वाला है। जैसे मैं ओके बोलूंगा, इट विल शो द नेम ऑफ द स्टाइल ओवर हियर। ओके, नाउ अब आपको क्या करना है, किसी भी लेटर को आपको ये फॉर्मेट देना है, सिंपली सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए एंड देन ओके। मतलब आप जो पहले करते थे फॉर्मेट एंटर करके, उसको करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। सो इन दिस वे यू आर एबल टू क्रिएट व्हाट योर ओन स्टाइल। Is this part is clear? Any doubts related to this part? I hope no. Now the last part, how to create a template. And what is template before that? Now assume that if you want to create a biodata, आप अपना एक बायोडाटा बनाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन आपको फॉर्मेट नहीं मालूम कि बायोडाटा कैसे बनाने का, एग्जैक्टली कौन कौन से लोकेशन रहते हैं, कौन कौन सी इंफॉर्मेशन हमको वहां पे फीड अप करना रहता है। तो यूजुअली हम क्या करते हैं, किसी और की कॉपी बना के अपना सबमिट करते हैं। तो इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन क्रिएट अ टेम्पलेट। वर्ड हैज प्रोवाइडेड अ मेनी टेम्पलेट इन फैक्ट फॉर यू। फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे आप न्यू कर रहे हैं, देखिए यहाँ पे जब जाएंगे आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे पर्सनल और यहाँ पे फीचर, दो फीचर्स आपके पास। हाँ, यहाँ पे देखिए सजेस्टेड, फॉर एग्जांपल एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड। So these are what? These are some of the templates that has been provided to you. For example, आपको इस तरह का फॉर्मेट अगर आपको बनाने का होगा, तो आपको मैन्युअली खुद बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। आप डायरेक्टली इसको क्या कर सकते हैं, रीयूज कर सकते हो। सिंपली फॉर एग्जांपल I am selecting one say biodata. It is not in alphabetical order of the file name, so that's why it may take a certain time. Okay, for example कोई भी एक ले लेते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये फॉर्मेट। मतलब ये फॉर्मेट क्या हो गया आपके पास, ऑटोमेटिकली आ गया है। मतलब ये सब हमने बनाया क्या? नहीं, ये सब हमको ऑटोमेटिकली मिल गया, हमको ये सब फॉर्मेट बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं पड़ी। ओके, तो ऐसे बहुत सारे फॉर्मेट आपको यहाँ पे टेम्पलेट में मिलेंगे। देखिए फिर से न्यू में फ्लायर, अभी सभी वेबिनार लेते हैं तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, फ्लायर्स को मैन्युअली बना रहे हैं। तो मैन्युअली बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं। देखो इस तरह के वेल प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर्मेट आपके पास ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है। हमको मैन्युअली बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। हमको सिंपली यहाँ पे चेंज करना है। इवेंट नाम, हमारा नाम लिखेंगे जो भी होगा, यहाँ पे कॉलेज का नाम लिखेंगे, डेट एंड टाइम का फॉर्मेट यहाँ पे दिया हुआ ऑलरेडी, देख लिए एक बार ये। यूज कर सकते हैं फॉर आवर ओन पर्पस। इट इज टेकिंग अ टाइम टू डाउनलोड। ओके,
ऐसे है ना, हम
तो यहाँ पे क्या करना है हमको, सिंपली हेलो, हाँ, तो यहाँ पे हमको क्या करना है, खाली यहाँ पे इवेंट का नाम हमको जो भी देना है वो यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल वेबिनार ऑन टॉपिक सो यहाँ पे डेट एंड टाइम चेंज को। तो और हमारा क्या है, एक फ्लायर बिल्कुल तैयार, ऑटोमेटेड फ्लायर। मतलब विद इन अ मोमेंट यू विल बी एबल टू क्रिएट एन एक्सेलेंट फ्लायर। मैन्युअली बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। ओके, बट नाउ वी आर वेरी मच इंटरेस्टेड इन क्रिएटिंग आवर ओन टेम्पलेट, our own template. So this is going to specially useful to all the teachers and all the people who are working as a certain work related to office. For example, मैं new कर रहा हूँ, blank document ले रहा हूँ. Now most of the times, I am saying most of the times you are familiar with this particular letter. Assume करो कि most of the times you need to write a letter to your principal. So what is the format? Okay, for example, this is the format. Nutan Arts College. Arts, Commerce, Science College. Okay, Vadodara, and so on. File आप क्या कर रहे हैं, subject लिख रहे हो, so on. Respected sir, and you may write a content, major content of the part. Okay, then here date. Please remember date हमको ऑटोमेटिकली ले लेंगे हम। इंसर्ट में गए और यहाँ पे डेट ऑप्शंस है, तो जो भी फॉर्मेट आप यूज करेंगे उसको सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए। देन प्लेस यूजुअली एंड हियर you are sincerely. Now this is the format that you are following regularly in your office, or you used to write a letter to your boss. For example, your name. Now you can format first of all, जो भी हमको फॉर्मेटिंग करना, देखिए यहाँ पे लाइन स्पेसिंग ज्यादा है तो हम क्या करेंगे, लाइन स्पेसिंग पहले हटा देंगे यहाँ की, रिमूव द स्पेसेस। ठीक है, रिमूव कर दिया हमने। देन सब्जेक्ट को हमको बोल्ड चाहिए, बोल्ड कर दिए, एंड सो ऑन। दिस फॉर्मेट इज नाउ रेडी, दिस फॉर्मेट इज रेडी। ठीक है ना, अज्यूम करते कि आपको ये टाइप करने के लिए डेली का 5 मिनट लगते होंगे, इवन अज्यूम, और एक लेटर टाइप करने के लिए आपको 5 मिनट लग रहा है इतना फॉर्मेट टाइप करने के लिए। अज्यूम आप डेली के 10 लेटर लिख रहे हो, तो इसका मतलब ऑलमोस्ट 50 मिनट यू आर स्पेंडिंग ऑन दिस वर्क। सो इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन ऑटोमेट दिस पार्ट। हाउ, लेट्स सी। तो सिंपली फाइल को हमने क्या किया, ब्लैंक डॉक्यूमेंट है उसको सेव एज बोल रहे थे हम, सेव एज और सेव, नो इशू। कहाँ सेव करना है बता दीजिए। Now most important part, यहाँ पे क्या करना है, हमको सेव एज टाइप में हमको बताना है Word 97 2003 template. You need to select this option, Word 97 2003 template. Okay, and by default देखिए कहाँ पे जा रहा है, में जा रहा है, ये डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर कस्टम ऑफिस टेम्पलेट के अंदर जगह जाके सेव हो रहा है। And I am giving a name of this file, say template WhatsApp. Save it. ओके, अब देखिए मैं जब व्यू कर रहा हूँ, it's a kind request to mute, it's a kind request to mute. So now file and then new, यहाँ पे देखिए पर्सनल में देखिए यहाँ पे आपको फाइल दिखेगी with the name WhatsApp. एग्रीकल्चर it's a kind request to mute. Organizer has been requested to kindly mute. तो देखिए यहाँ पे क्या है, आपको ऑप्शन क्या मिल गया, यहाँ पे WhatsApp क्लिक कीजिए तो ये फॉर्मेट आपका तैयार है। देखिए फाइल का नाम क्या है, डॉक्यूमेंट 5। नाउ फिर से न्यू, फिर से आपको नया लेटर लिखना है। सिंपली कुछ भी नहीं करना है, खाली टेम्पलेट पर्सनल में जाना है और आपकी जो फाइल है उसको सिलेक्ट करना है। ऑब्जर्व, दिस इज व्हाट योर डॉक्यूमेंट 6। इसका मतलब हम कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, मतलब यूजुअली क्या होता है कि हम फाइल ओपन करेंगे, वहां से कॉपी करेंगे उतना फॉर्मेट, फिर दूसरी जगह जाके पेस्ट करेंगे. नो, यू कैन क्रिएट योर ओन टेम्पलेट फॉर योरसेल्फ. Similarly, you can create a template for writing a research paper. Most of the time, आपका heading क्या रहता है? खाली heading अलग रहता है. बाद में rest of the part, like addressing, email IDs वगैरह 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 जो format है वो आपका क्या रहेगा? Common रहेगा, abstract रहेगा, introduction रहेगा, keyword रहेगा, and last में references. So all these are what common. So you can create what a template for yourself, and you can simply reuse all those for yourself. So that is the basic idea behind your what? Creating your own template. So I hope that this feature is going to help you a lot. So now, any doubt related to this part? Anyone who have a doubt related to this part?
No, nobody has put any question here.
Okay, sir. So now, एक मिनट, किसी ने मुझे कहा था कि वीडियो कैसे डालने का है. तो इट्स वेरी सिंपल सर. ऑनलाइन वीडियोस भी आप यहाँ पे ले सकते हो या फिर ऑफलाइन वीडियोस भी ले सकते हैं. तो हम ऑनलाइन वीडियोस कैसे करने का वो भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा ड्यूरिंग PowerPoint presentation. So here we end with what? First part with what? Your MS Word. Now we will discuss about the PowerPoint features. So we have covered all these points: how to create a table of content, table of figures. Similarly, you can create what? A table of table equations and so on. Creation of what? Bibliography. Then how to format using your own style, how to create your own style rather than using a MS Word default style. You can create your own style. And finally, we have seen how to create a template for research paper or any common letter format that you would like to have. In the next part, we are going to discuss about the spreadsheets. So what is spreadsheet? It is an electronic document in which the data is arranged in the form of rows and columns of a grid. It is simply what? Electronic document. Usually, जब हम पेज लेके बैठते हैं तो हम मैक्सिमम कितने रोज और कॉलम ले सकते हैं. इवन इफ यू आर गोइंग टू टेक such a large book, you can have maximum 20 columns or something like that, or maximum 50 rows. Okay, but the spreadsheet, in spreadsheet you are able to create thousands of columns, and similarly you may have thousands of rows. So such a big worksheet is. Now question arises कि इतना big data हम डाल के करेंगे क्या? Usually we are not showing all those data in a tabular format. Usually we convert those information into some another format, like a graphical format, so that everyone will get what? The enough ideas from that particular graphs. So most of the spreadsheet tools are capable of performing the following operation, including the MS Excel. Now remember, all the features that we have discussed in MS Word, they are also useful in your MS Excel too. So here we are simply discussing about MS Excel feature. So electronic spreadsheet in a computer, Excel is far bigger than its paper counterpart. It is an integrated package of spreadsheet, graphics, and database. Not only spreadsheet, not only you are able to create the tables very well, but you are also able to create what? A graphical environment, and you are also able to have what? A database management tools. Then it supports many built-in functions. It supports many built-in functions like mathematical functions, statistical functions, financial functions, and those people who are working on engineering, they have their own functions, so they can also use the engineering-related functions. So there are many functions that have been provided by the Excel. I will show you during our practical session. Then it offers a data analysis procedure called as what-if analysis. This is one of the most important parts. Question arises, why we are collecting the data? What is the basic purpose of collecting all those information? The basic purpose is so that having all those information with you, you should be able to take a certain decision based on the information that you have. So Excel provides that kind of features where you will be able to take a certain decision. So how we will see during our practical session. Then, like I earlier said, it provides all those features that has been supported by the Word, like bold, italic, alignment, etc. One can view or represent data in a graphical format, so no doubt. Through the database feature, we can store a large volume of data. We are able to store a large volume of data. And finally, it has a facility to copying a data through autofill. Okay, what is autofill? Again, we will discuss during the practical session. Now, question arises, what are the things that you can do as a teacher, you can do with Excel? Okay, so observe, you will be able to create a attendance book using Excel very well. In order to prepare a result sheet, I will show you how to prepare the result sheet during our practical session. Then create a lesson plan template. You can also create a template in Excel also, like what we have seen in Word. Then a track room inventory, you will be able to keep the track of all the inventories. It might be possible that in your lab you may have a large number of atoms, so you can keep the track of all those atoms in using the Excel. You will be able to list the classroom books in your Excel format very well. Then manage a summer school roster, etc. It might be possible that many management required or roster. So how to create such kind of roster is again very easy using the Excel tools. So in the practical session, we are going to discuss about how to prepare the result sheet and what is analysis, one of the most important part of your Excel. So let's see. So this is your Excel layout. Okay, and observe that all the informations are stored in the form of what? Rows and columns. We have various columns, and these are what? Various rows. And this part is known as what? Active shell. Now, how to refer this? It is referred as D3. D3. This cell is referred as what? G7. Okay, and so on. We'll be able to refer any cell. This is referred as an active cell. Now, how to create your result sheet? So for that purpose, what you require? You might require a roll number, the name of the student, then say marks of certain paper 1, say marks of paper 2, marks of paper 3, and total marks. Okay, so roll number, we will create a roll number 1, 2, 3, and then instead of typing all other numbers, simply what you need to do, select this 3 cell and then drag it. देखिए यहाँ पे प्लस सिंबल आ रहा है, इसको क्या करना है, हमको ड्रैग करना है. तो जितने रोल नंबर है उतने आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. Okay, now I am simply removing the name part because typing so many names is difficult. So I am directly assuming a, मुझे अभी यहाँ पे क्या करना है, 18 लो के मार्क डालना है. So it is again a very difficult part, entering the information about the student. So I want to create what? A demo data. So how you can create a demo data? See, we have a function called as a random function. A random function is going to generate any number between 0 to 1. So there are thousands of numbers that can be generated using the random. So multiply this number by 100. Since your each paper is of what? 100 marks. And take the only integer part of that. Take the integer part of that. Since it is generating one number in the fractional part. Okay, and now simply क्या करना है, हमको इसको drag करना है. Okay, इधर भी लेके जाएंगे हम, and finally all this data is now ready with you. Since we want to create only a sample data rather than typing a data, you can use a function called as random, which will generate any number between 0 to 1. All the mathematics students know very well the importance of random function in mathematics. So what we have done, since it is generating any number between 0 to 1, we don't want a fraction part. So for that purpose, what we have done here, we are truncating that fraction part. So we are selecting only the integer part of that. Okay. Now, in order to find out the total, we also want to find out the percentage and then the result, whether student is pass or fail. So for this purpose, what you need to do here, AutoSum function is there. One way is use the AutoSum, and second one is you can specify the formula exclusively. That is, this is what your B1 cell. This is B3, this is C3, and this is your D3. So B3 plus C3 plus D3. Okay, I will increase the font size so that it will be visible for all of you very well. Then percentage. Since we are assuming that each paper is of what? 100 marks. So how you are going to find out the percentage? Simply E3, okay, E3 divided by number of papers. Okay. And finally, how you are going to find out the result. This is the most important part. So Excel provides a various function like I already told you. See how to identify कौन-कौन से functions हमारे पास. देखिए यहाँ पे formula में जब जाएंगे आप, तो देखिए financial से related हमारे पास इतने सारे functions हैं. So all these functions are useful for the commerce students. Okay, then we have a logical function, then text-based related function, date and time से related function, then like I told, इंजीनियरिंग से रिलेटेड इतने सारे फंक्शंस हमारे पास है इंजीनियरिंग के स्टूडेंट के लिए जो यूजफुल है. देन वेब बेस्ड फंक्शंस है. तो देयर आर वेरियस फंक्शन दैट हैव बीन फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड इतने सारे फंक्शंस है हमारे पास. सो यू नीड टू लर्न, नो डाउट यू नीड टू लर्न एंड यू शुड नो द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ ऑल दोस फंक्शंस. Okay, so that can be possible only by means of what? A practice only, nothing else. And based upon your requirement, you may find a certain function. So now how to find out the result? So simply specify the equal sign. Now we want to condition. We need to take a decision. So decision can be based by means of what? If statement. So if what? A student must score minimum 35 marks in each and every paper. So and of what? B3 should be greater than equal to 35. Then C3 should be greater than equal to 35. Similarly, the value of D3 should be greater than equal to 35 marks. If it is so, then declare him as pass. Okay, otherwise fail. So it's very simple. So our formula is ready, and now simply click enter and observe it is showing what? A fail. Now what you need to do? फिर से हमको individual calculation करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now here you need to understand the difference between the word table and Excel table. In word table you can also perform what? Calculation. लेकिन automatically हम उसको copy paste नहीं कर सकते. Like what we used to do in Excel. Okay. Now finally select all these three and simply drag. And observe the entire table is ready with you. And finally you can specify the name of the what? Your college. Or you can also specify the name of your department. Suppose say Department of Commerce. Okay, select all this cell and then merge it. क्योंकि अभी ये वैल्यू कहाँ पे A1 सेल में, लेकिन मुझे क्या चाहिए? सबका सेंटर चाहिए, तो मैं इसको सिलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ merge and center. You can enhance. You can also specify what? Finally at the end, पूरा होने के बाद आप क्या कर सकते हैं? यहाँ पे टेबल दे सकते हो. And so on. Again, like I already told you, the various features. Okay, these are what? Formatting feature. So in this way, you will be able to create what? The table. Now, question arise कि अब मुझे ये मालूम करना है कि total number of students पास कितने हैं. तो अब मैं गिनते बैठूं क्या? 1, 2, 3 and so on? No. What you can do is that you have a feature called as count. Count if what? देखिए हमारा सेल कहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है? G3 से. G3 से कहाँ तक है ये? G20 तक. तो G3 to G20 तक कितने स्टूडेंट पास है? That's all. How many students are passed? Only 5. Okay. And what about fail? Let's see. Count if. Range again same. G3 to G20 and fail. Okay. So it means what? You don't need to do all this manually. Manually आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना है. हर एक चीज के लिए यहाँ पे फंक्शन दिए है. आपको खाली इतना ही चीज है कि आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है ये आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. बस दैट्स ऑल. हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है उसके हिसाब से आपको फंक्शन मिल ही जाएगा. Okay. Now once you have all this data with you, you are able to create what? Excellent graphs very easily. For example, if you want to show marks of first paper, उसी का आपको क्या करना है? ग्राफिकल फॉर्मेट बनाना है. So question arise कि Excel support more than 11 types of graphs. So question arise which graph I should select. Again Excel is providing the solution for that. It is giving what? A recommended chart. आपको क्या करना है? इसको सिंपली सिलेक्ट करना है. आपने जो डेटा सिलेक्ट किया है उसके बेस पे वो अपने आप जितने भी यूजफुल है उससे रिलेटेड चार्ट वही आपको दिखाएगा. बाकी के चार्ट में. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे देखिए पाई चार्ट में दिखा रहा है हमको रिकमेंडेड पार्ट में. So select the chart and then simply click OK. That's all. And you will be able to create what? Excellent chart of this entire data. So always use what? The recommended chart. Because most of the time question arise कि मुझे select कौन सा यूज करना है, कौन सा चार्ट मैंने select करना है in order to show my data. Okay. So here this feature can be useful for you people. Now we will discuss one more feature about what if analysis. So we have seen how to create a table, and this is nothing but your database. And once you have a database, you are able to perform the various operations. Now we will take one more example related to say in sheet 3, you can have as many as sheet you would like to have. Now assume this is one of the companies, a ABC company, and they are selling what? Laptops. Okay, and in different cities. Suppose say in Chandrapur they have sold so far 56. In Vadodara, they have sold say 45. Then in Nagpur, suppose say they have sales 57. In Ballarpur, say 34, and so on. Mumbai. Okay. And also, this is what your sales data. Please remember, this is what your sales data of say year 2020. Of year 2020. Now come, and this is what your total. Total कैसे find करेंगे हम simply? One way is what? Specify B3 plus B3 plus B4 plus and so on. Instead of that, what you can use? You can use the auto sum function. So simply click on this, enter. Now मैं थोड़ा सा font size बड़ी कर देता हूँ ताकि आप लोग को अच्छे से दिखे. You can change the column width, no issues. Okay, now this figure is with you. Now company has decided that it wants to increase its target of selling the laptop from 237 to 300 for the next year. That is in 2021. So which city कितने से मुझे बढ़ना चाहिए? देखिए एक बार मैं फिर से क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. So far, what is the current sale? It's a 237, and company want to increase it up to 300.
काम के
So
पर
question arise.
नहीं गेला ना तिकडे
Hello.
नागो पकडे हो का
Kindly mute.
नाही
Kindly mute.
गुरु
Request to organizer to
तिकडे नाही गेलता का
mute.
जावयाकडे द्यायचं हो का हो का हो चालू झालं कॉलेज 15 फेब्रुवारी
So this is what your total, okay? This is your total, and company has decided to increase its target to 300. So question arises, in which city? For example, Nagpur में मुझे कितना सेल बढ़ाना पड़ेगा? You can select any one of the cell. Please remember here you can select any one of the cell. कि मुझे नागपुर में कितना सेल बढ़ाना पड़ेगा तो ये 300 होगा. So how you can take such kind of decision? You can take such kind of decision by means of what? A goal seek or what if analysis. So what you need to do? Simply select any one of the cell, no issue. Then यहाँ पे देखिए डेटा के अंदर हमारे पास एक ऑप्शन है what if analysis. Under that we have option called as goal seek. Select this part. Then set cell. कौन से सेट को मुझे सेल करना है? B8 को करना है. कितना करना है मुझे? 300 करना है. बाय चेंजिंग कौन से सेल को सिलेक्ट करना है मुझे? मुझे चेंज करना है नागपुर का. नागपुर का कितना है? B5. And now click OK. And observe it is showing 300 ऑटोमेटिकली. नागपुर का भी सेल मुझे कितना डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा? नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए मुझे टारगेट रखना पड़ेगा 120 का. तो ही क्या होगा, मैं अपने टारगेट को अचीव कर पाऊंगा.
कोरडा तर होत असते ती इतकी सोपी नाही. याला काय लाज वाटते बाई.
It's a kind request to organizer to mute everyone, please. So in this way, you will be able to what? You will be able to work with what if analysis. Okay, so I hope that you understood this part. Now, any doubt to commerce students, because this is really going to help them a lot. Now question may be arise कि मैं एक ही सिटी टारगेट करने का इसका कोई और सोल्यूशन नहीं है कि मैं सभी सिटी को टारगेट कर सकूं. Yes, it is also possible. So for that purpose, what you need to do is that here we have another option called as solver. Okay, so simply select what? A solver. Then कौन से हमको टारगेट क्या करना है? वैल्यू B8 को कितना करना है? 300 करना है. By targeting all the cities rather than individual city. So simply select all the cells, okay, and then okay. That's all. देखिए मैं यहाँ पे solve कर रहा हूँ उसको, तो automatically क्या हो रहा है? Now it is showing what? हम fraction में भेज सकते हैं क्या? हम fraction में रख सकते हैं क्या कंप्यूटर कि मैं 73.0 cells करना चाहता हूँ? No, it is not possible. So you can also specify the constraints. तो मैं यहाँ पे restore कर रहा हूँ values को, okay कर रहा हूँ. फिर से एक बार देखिए solver. कंस्टेंट में यहाँ पे कंस्टेंट को क्या कर रहा हूँ? ऐड कर रहा हूँ. कंस्टेंट क्या है? कंस्टेंट ये है मेरा कि ये जो वैल्यूज है ये फ्रैक्शनल नहीं रहनी चाहिए. तो फॉर दैट पर्पस अगेन सिलेक्ट व्हाट? अ सेल रेफरेंसेस. all these values. Then the value should be what? It should be integer. And now add these contents. Okay. And finally click on OK. Again, suppose कि मैं ये चाहता हूं कि चंद्रपुर में जो टारगेट है वो 60 के ऊपर नहीं जाना चाहिए. So what is the cell of the address of the Chandrapur? It's a B3. Then content is that it should be less than or equal to 60 only. Okay, and finally click on OK. तो देखिए यहाँ पे दोनों कंटेंट उसने दिखा दिए कौन कौन से कंटेंट्स है और फाइनली क्लिक ऑन सॉल्व एंड नाउ ऑब्जर्व. देखिए मैक्सिमम टारगेट कितना है 60 ले रहा है और उसके हिसाब से बाकी के क्या किए उसने चेंजेस किए. तो such kind of decisions can be possible very well using what the MS Excel tools और इसको बोलते हैं हम what if analysis. अगर मैं कहीं एक आधे सेल में अगर चेंज करता हूँ तो ओवरऑल उसका इम्पैक्ट कितना होगा. एक आधे सेल में अगर मैं कोई वैल्यू चेंज करता हूँ तो उसका ओवरऑल इम्पैक्ट कितना होगा. इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम what if analysis. So I hope that you understood this part. Okay, and now we are going to moving towards what our third part, that is our PowerPoint. So we will try to cover very well that part too. Now my request to all of you, just follow this particular website in order to learn all these things. Okay, I will provide the link of this in your chat group. मैं इसकी लिंक आपको भेज दूंगा. Now, what is presentation? The main purpose of presentation is what? To inform. हमारे पास जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको हमको क्या करना है, किसी को बताना है. That is what the meaning of presentation. So communication in delivering what? Presentation will need three things. So what are those three things? First one is what? The communicator, the person who is going to communicate. Then what he is going to communicate by means of certain media. Like in this case, we are talking about using a video conferencing tool. We are using what? A media. And finally, you must have what? The receiving person who is going to listen to you. Okay. So these are the three important parts. And without having any one of them miss, it is not possible to have what? A proper or effective communication. Now, what is PowerPoint? It is an electronic slideshow. What do you mean by slideshow? A slide is a single page of the entire presentation. A slide is what? It is a single page of entire presentation and it can be created using various tools like PowerPoint, Apple Keynote, Google Slide, FHA, OpenOffice or LibreOffice. Not only that, it is an electronic show, but it is also support what? A multimedia content. We will see how to add a multimedia content. Okay. So when we are talking about multimedia, question arises, what are the multimedia? Multimedia means it includes the text, audio, images, animations, as well as what? A video into a single slide. You are able to include all these things in a single slide. And finally, you are able to run your slide or presentation either manually or you can also specify what? A timer in order to execute all your PowerPoint. Now, if you carefully observe all my slides, all those slides have been created using a different mechanism. They are not look like a normal PowerPoint presentation. नॉर्मल PowerPoint presentation में आपको क्या दिखता है? नॉर्मल स्लाइड दिखते हैं, एक टेम्पलेट दिखते हैं. ओके, ऑल दिस लुक्स व्हाट इन अ डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट. सो हाउ आई हैव क्रिएटेड, जैसे कि ये फॉर्मेट देखिए, ये बुलेट फॉर्मेट ही है, लेकिन इट लुक्स मच मोर बेटर कंपेयर टू योर नॉर्मल, जो नॉर्मल में हम बुलेट दिखाते हैं. सो what are the features? One can alter the current slide into a different slide format using a slide layout. We are able to change the different types of what? Slide layout. We will see how to create. One can add a various background to slides. One can show a slider in a different way using a slide transition. Slide transition मतलब आपका effect कैसे आएगा, slide कैसे आएगा. Then one can advance to the next slide after specific time or automatically or manually. मतलब हम ये भी कर सकते हैं कि specific object कुछ स्पेसिफिक टाइम के बाद अपने आप आना चाहिए या फिर आप क्लिक करने के बाद ही आना चाहिए. ये सब कैसे करते हैं ये भी अपन देखेंगे. इट मींस यू आर एबल टू क्रिएट एन एक्सेलेंट एनिमेशन यूजिंग द PowerPoint. वन कैन आल्सो क्रिएट अ टैबुलर फॉर्म, दैट व्हाट वी आर सीइंग इन वर्ड एंड एक्सेल. वन कैन ऐड अ साउंड एंड मोशन क्लिप्स. ओके, वन कैन ऐड अ डिफरेंट एनिमेशंस, वी विल सी अगेन. And one can use a smart art graphic. That is the most important part of your presentation. In order to enhance your presentation, how to use this smart art graphics we will discuss during our presentation. And recording of individual slide is impossible. Recording of individual slide is what? It is very much possible using a PowerPoint. अगर आप में से हो सकता है कि बहुत सारे लोग अपने वीडियोस बना रहे होंगे. I don't know exactly how you people are creating. Now, what is the basic technique? अगर आप कोई भी tool use करते होंगे, normal tool, I know that most of the you people are using what OBS software for creating what recording your videos. My suggestion is go with the PowerPoint. In PowerPoint, for example, आपने एक slide बनाया, उसका presentation मतलब आपने जो भी बोलना था उस point से related आपने काफी अच्छा बोल दिया. Now assume करते कि आप जब second slide आ रही थी, उसमें आपने कुछ तो भी miss किया. तो आप ये इंडिविजुअल स्लाइड को PowerPoint में क्या कर सकते हैं, आप री रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं. दिस काइंड ऑफ फीचर्स इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन एनी टूल्स, नॉट इवन OBS और एनी अदर OpenShoot और एनी अदर टूल्स. आई एम सेइंग हियर इन PowerPoint यू आर एबल टू रिकॉर्ड इंडिविजुअल स्लाइड. अगर आपको कोई पसंद नहीं है उस स्लाइड को आप क्या कर सकते हो, इसको री रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हो. दिस काइंड ऑफ फीचर हैज बीन प्रोवाइडेड बाय योर PowerPoint. Now, when you are talking about PowerPoint, up to version 2014, you can record audio recording कर सकते हो, only audio recording up to version 2014. But with Microsoft 365, you are also able to record what? A video as well as either fully or individual slide, no issue at all. Okay, so now it's time to discuss about the PowerPoint in practical form. Now, these are some of the references before going to wind up. So, these are some of the references that you may follow, and my suggestion to all of you is kindly go through this particular book, The Presentation of Secrets of Steve Jobs. As all of you are aware, who is Steve Jobs? He is the founder of your Apple, and he has given an excellent presentation. It says that his presentation is the best presentation in throughout the world because the way of content that he used to put in his entire presentation, the way of transition, the way of animation he used to use in presentation is was very excellent. So you can follow this particular book in order to learn the different kinds of way of presentation. Okay, so now it's the time to do a practical of your the last part, your presentation. Now let's see, observe, देखिए हम usually कौन से slide transition यूज करते हैं. I am taking a new file, new. हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन कैसे रहता है जनरली, यहाँ पे डिजाइन दिए रहते हैं हमारे पास और हम क्या करते हैं, सिंपली डिजाइन ले लेते हैं, कोई भी एक डिजाइन. दिस इज व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रेजेंटेशन यूजुअली हम करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल फिलहाल मैं यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन पुट कर रहा हूँ, वर्ड फाइल अपनी ऑलरेडी तैयार है. सपोज ये पॉइंट्स मैं वहां पे कॉपी कर रहा हूँ, PowerPoint. हेलो, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You are audible, sir.
Now हम yes, okay sir, thank you. Now हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया, इंफॉर्मेशन को पेस्ट किया. अब आपको क्या करना है, देखिए सबसे बेस्ट थिंग हमेशा याद रखिए कि इतने फोन साइज आपकी कितनी रहनी चाहिए. मिनिमम आपके स्टूडेंट जो मैक्सिमम मोबाइल में रहते हैं, प्लीज रिमेंबर वंस अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, योर मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स आर ऑन मोबाइल. So don't use such a small font. Always keep minimum 32 size. I am saying minimum 32 size. Okay, and then alignment कर लीजिए पूरा. Justified. Okay, and finally you can select what, a bullet, individual point. Now observe. Now take one more slide. अगर मैं न्यू स्लाइड करता हूँ तो उसका भी पैटर्न क्या रहेगा, सेम रहेगा, मतलब उसकी डिजाइनिंग सेम रहेगी. और हम मैक्सिमम जब मैं प्रेजेंटेशन देखता हूँ तो प्रेजेंटेशन में क्या रहता है, स्लाइड सेम रहते हैं. मतलब हमारे क्या स्लाइड के ट्रांजिशन जो है वो मोस्टली ऐसे ही रहते हैं कुछ. राइट, मतलब जो हमको ऑलरेडी दिया हुआ है, PowerPoint ने हमको जो दिया है वही हम यूज कर रहे हैं. Now, instead of that, what you can do, you can create your own. You can create your own way. Now, how to do it? Okay, so we will discuss about that part. I'm copying this information and file new blank presentation. मैं blank ले रहा हूँ, please remember. Justified it, bullet and then increase the size like earlier said, minimum 32. ठीक है ना। देखिए मैं इसको सिलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ। सिलेक्ट करने के बाद आपको क्या करना है, देखिए अगर आपके पास ऑलरेडी लिखा होगा तो कोई इशू नहीं है, मतलब हमको बहुत एक्सपर्ट रहना चाहिए पावर पॉइंट में, ऐसा नहीं है। अगर आपके पास मैटर अगर ऑलरेडी लिखा होगा तो इधर और सिंपल बन जाता है। तो आपको क्या करना है, इंसर्ट में जाना है, यहाँ पे देखिए स्मार्ट आर्ट का ऑप्शन दिख रहा है आपको, ओके, इसको सिलेक्ट कीजिए एंड नाउ आपको ये पॉइंट कौन से फॉर्मेट में दिखाना है, लिस्ट फॉर्मेट में दिखाना है कि कैसे दिखाना है। फॉर एग्जांपल मुझे इस फॉर्मेट में दिखाना है, तो सिलेक्ट कीजिए एंड देन ओके बोलिए। सॉरी, इसको कन्वर्ट करना है हमको, तो राइट क्लिक कीजिए एंड देन कन्वर्ट टू स्मार्ट आर्ट, कन्वर्ट टू स्मार्ट आर्ट। देखिए अलग अलग फॉर्मेट में कैसे दिख रहा है फिलहाल, ठीक है। तो फिलहाल मैं ये ले रहा हूं। देन आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे मल्टीपल कलर्स, ओके। नाउ सिलेक्ट ऑल these 3 पॉइंट्स एंड देन होम साइज इंक्रीमेंट कर दीजिए, and now bullet, just a moment, select the entire matter, then right click, then convert to smart art, select the art that you would like to have, okay, then change the font size if you want, or you can also change the color, no issue, depending upon your requirement। then home में जाके हम क्या करेंगे, इसकी साइज एनहांस करेंगे, little bit or okay, and then click on what, bullet। now what you need to do, यहां तक देखिए अब मैं इसको रन करके देख रहा हूं तो ये सिंपल में आ रहा है, कोई इफेक्ट नहीं दिख रहा उसमें मुझे, राइट। अब इसको इफेक्ट कैसे लाने का, वन बाय वन कैसे लाने का। नाउ प्लीज रिमेंबर, एज ए प्रेजेंटर it is my request to all of you, whenever you are giving a presentation, don't display all the content at once, display only one point at a time। as a presenter you should always display only one point at a time, so that your audience will give an attention on the point that you are discussing। if you are going to display all the points, what happens usually is that आप कुछ बोल रहे हो और बाकी के आपके ऑडियंस क्या कर रहे हैं, बाकी के पॉइंट पढ़ते रहते हैं। सो इट इज ऑलवेज बेटर टू डिस्प्ले ओनली वन पॉइंट दैट यू आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस। सो यहाँ पे देखिए एनिमेशंस है, एनिमेशंस में हम क्या कर रहे हैं, इसको फ्लाई इन कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। देन once again points, I will do one thing, I will copy one by one। ओके, नाउ सिलेक्ट करिए तीनों को। फिलहाल स्मार्ट आर्ट में बताता हूँ, फिलहाल एनिमेशन का देख लेते हैं अपन। फ्लाई इन, देखिए सबका नंबरिंग क्या है यहाँ पे 1111 आ रहा है। तो आपको करना क्या है, यहाँ पे एनिमेशन पैन रहता है, एनिमेशन करने के बाद एनिमेशन पैन, इसको सबको सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए और यहाँ पे बोलिए स्टार्ट ऑन क्लिक। मतलब क्या होगा, एट ए टाइम एक पॉइंट आएगा। देख लीजिए, रन कर रहा हूँ इसको मैं। फर्स्ट पॉइंट, देन मैं जब की प्रेस कर रहा हूँ तो सेकंड पॉइंट, देन की प्रेस कर रहा हूँ थर्ड पॉइंट। इट मींस यू आर एबल टू डिस्प्ले ओनली वन पॉइंट एट ए टाइम। नाउ हाउ टू कन्वर्ट दिस इनटू अ स्मार्ट आर्ट? Simply select it, right click and convert to smart art. You can select different colors. Change the font size. Okay. And finally add your own color for this particular features के लिए। तो यहाँ पे क्या करें हम, इसको सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं हेडिंग को, एंड देन शेप फिल, जो भी कलर आपको पसंद है। एंड नाउ ऑब्जर्व इट, क्या हो रहा है, सभी के सभी पॉइंट फिर से एक साथ आ रहे हैं। तो मुझे क्या करना है, सिलेक्ट करना है इंडिविजुअली। नाउ एनिमेशन में गए, फ्लाई इन, फिर से देखिए यहाँ पे नंबरिंग क्या है 1111, और फिर से एनिमेशन पैन में जाके हम क्या करेंगे, इसको स्टार्ट ऑन क्लिक, एंड नाउ ऑब्जर्व फर्स्ट पॉइंट। Okay, so in this way you will be able to present what, your presentation. Okay, now someone has asked me how to add an insert or videos. So there are various mechanisms. One way is, for example, मैं directly Google में जाता हूँ। Google से मुझे एक सारी पिक्चर चाहिए, सपोज से एनिमेशन रिलेटेड पिक्चर, फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्रोसेस से रिलेटेड मुझे क्या चाहिए, ग्राफिकल एनिमेटेड फीचर चाहिए। तो मैं क्या लिख रहा हूं यहाँ पे गूगल में, प्रोसेस GIF। तो एनिमेटेड, फॉर एग्जांपल दिस वन। डबल क्लिक कीजिए इसके ऊपर और पहले प्रीव्यू कर लीजिए कि ये कैसे दिख रहा है। Not showing, okay, animated. Since it is not an animated picture, we will take one more. We will try something else. GIF picture. Now assume that this is the animated picture that I would like to add in my PowerPoint presentation. What you need to do? Simply right click, save image. क्या करना है आपको, इसको सिंपली सेव इमेज करना है। देखिए प्रोसेस आ रहा है, तो मैं इसको सेव कर रहा हूँ। सपोज डेस्कटॉप पे फिलहाल सेव कर देता हूँ और नाम दे रहा है इसको मैं प्रोसेस। क्लिक सेव बटन, एंड नाउ प्रेजेंटेशन में, आपके प्रेजेंटेशन में इंसर्ट व्हाट पिक्चर ऑन डेस्कटॉप, यू हैव व्हाट, अ प्रोसेस। फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप कुछ प्रोसेस से रिलेटेड कुछ स्लाइड बता रहे हैं, तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे एक एनिमेटेड पिक्चर वहां पे दिखा सकते हैं। तो स्लाइड शो, We are displaying all the points one by one, and then ये प्रोसेस रन होना चाहिए यहाँ पे. ये प्रोसेस इस तरह से रन होना चाहिए था. You don't have to do any kind of settings in order to run this part. Okay, it should run automatically. Okay, I will try to show something else that I have already some pictures in my computer. For example, this. Let's try to run. Observe. This is what your animated picture. तो ये एनिमेटेड पिक्चर क्या करना है, आपको सिंपली डाउनलोड करना है, नथिंग एल्स. और इस तरह से आप क्या कर सकते हैं, एनिमेटेड पिक्चर को आप क्या कर सकते हैं, अपने पावरपॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन में क्या कर सकते हो, रन कर सकते हो. ओके, सो रिमेंबर you can have as many as animated pictures in your presentation, but it should be related to the topic only. It should not be too different. So with that, we have seen how to add what, the images, and now if you want to add a, what, say video, the procedure is what, same. Procedure is same here. I'm going to add, say, video option is there here. ऑनलाइन वीडियोस भी आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप नॉर्मल आपने जो किया होगा उसको भी आप ले सकते हो. तो फॉर एग्जांपल वी विल ट्राई फॉर ऑनलाइन वीडियो फ्रॉम यूट्यूब. यू कैन स्पेसिफाई योर लिंक. अगर आपको मालूम होगा तो आप यहाँ पे लिंक स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपकी खुद की कोई वीडियो अगर आपने बनाई होगी यूट्यूब में, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, यहाँ पे लिंक उसकी दे सकते हो यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली. Okay, sir, I hope that you have collected many questions so far. Now, suppose that this is one of the video. तो आपको करना क्या है, इसकी लिंक जो है उसको कॉपी करना है. यहाँ पे यहाँ से लिंक कॉपी करेंगे आप, ठीक है. लिंक कॉपी कर दिए, काम खत्म. एंड देन पावरपॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन में गए और यहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है, उसको क्लिक करना है. दैट्स ऑल. एंटर. इट विल टेक अ टाइम. इट विल टेक अ टाइम. ठीक है. इंसर्ट. एंड नाउ रन कर दीजिए, खत्म. You can play over here. Okay, so in this way you will be able to do, you will be able to add an video. It will take a time. Now sir, please, the session is open to one and all for the question answers.
Yeah. Here in the chat box, I am seeing two questions, sir.
Yes, sir, please, sir.
And the first one is how to add a bar graph.
Bar graph, okay. Yeah. Now see, select this part, insert. Here what we have recommended charts. So you can select the insert bar chart. That's all. Click the type of chart and click OK. That's all. The bar chart is now ready with you. ओके, सिंपल है. मतलब कुछ भी नहीं आपको करना. पहले आपको रेंज सिलेक्ट करना है, डेटा रेंज जो आपको रखना है चार्ट में. देन इंसर्ट मेनू में जाएंगे और फिर यहाँ पे क्या आपके पास बार चार्ट है, उसको सिंपली सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए. अगर आपको 2D फॉर्मेट में चाहिए होगा तो 2D, 3D फॉर्मेट में चाहिए होगा तो 3D फॉर्मेट में भी आपको क्या है, बार चार्ट मिल जाएगा. ओके, एक बार मिलने के बाद यहाँ पे आप क्या कर सकते हैं, अलग अलग फीचर्स आप यूज कर सकते हो। फॉर एग्जांपल देखिए यहाँ पे आपको एक्स एक्सिस में कुछ टाइटल लिखना है, ये क्या है, बॉम्बे, बलारपुर वगैरह वगैरह, ये सब क्या है, इट्स द नेम ऑफ द सिटी, तो यू कैन स्पेसिफाई दैट पार्ट, so you can write here city. Okay, तो इस तरह से हम क्या कर सकते हैं, and these are what, these are the suppose say number of sales, that is laptop sold. So in this way you will be able to do what, you will be able to enhance this part. Not only that, you have various features over here. You can also show this chart in a different format. देखिए अलग अलग फॉर्मेट में आपके पास अवेलेबल है, बस एक बार चार्ट बन गया तो उसको आप अलग अलग फॉर्मेट में उसको क्या सकते हैं, डिजाइन करके दिखा सकते हो। ओके, यस, सेकंड क्वेश्चन सर।
The question is, please teach Google Form link.
How to
Google Form, how to create Google Form. I think the participant want to ask this question. Please teach Google Form link.
How to create a Google Form, that is what question?
Please teach Google Form link. Yeah, sir. I think.
I hope that that question is not related to our MS Office part today, since we are not talking about Google Form.
Okay.
I think they are asking for the Google Form link, मतलब आपको feedback link भेजो, उसके लिए आपको बोल रहे हो कुछ?
No, sir. Perhaps the person wants to know how to create Google Form.
Okay. So shall I go? Because it will take a time. No issue. If you
yeah, sir, definitely it will take a long time.
So shall I explain you or what?
If it will take more time, then you decide, sir. How long?
Oh, okay, I will try to explain within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, it is very simple. Now please remember, this is called as, just a moment. देखिए यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या आ रहा है, 9 बार्स आ रहे हैं, जिसको हम बोलते हैं गूगल ऐप। सिंपली क्लिक ऑन दिस, देन हियर योर ऑप्शन कॉल्ड एज ड्राइव, इसके ऊपर ड्राइव पे ऊपर क्लिक कीजिए। Then it takes a, now under this Google you are able to create what, a Google Doc. So I will suggest most of the students, rather than using a MS Word, normal MS Word, go with the Google Doc, because it uses facilities of various facilities that include a collaboration. You will be able to do a collaborative work with your other student or your teacher. Now when you are click on this new, तो देखिए new पे जब click करेंगे तो आपके पास क्या options है कुछ, it will take again time. Google Doc बना सकते हैं, Google Sheet, Google Slide and Google Form. So simply click on Google Form. I will suggest all of you to just go to my YouTube channel where I have already explained how to create a Google Form in detail. Okay. So for example, you need to specify the question यहाँ पे. What is ICT? Okay. And then you can specify the option, something like information and communication technology, or information communication technology. So like that, you can specify various options. So here I'm specifying, say, info, chemical, tech, something like that. Okay. And finally, इस तरह से आपको क्या करना है, नया क्वेश्चन अगर आपको करना है तो सिंपली क्या करना है, आपको प्लस पे क्लिक करना है एंड यू विल बी एबल टू ऐड अ न्यू क्वेश्चन. सो लाइक दैट वे यू कैन क्रिएट हंड्रेड्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन, नो इशू. ओके. नाउ जब आपको इसको शेयर करना है, मतलब रन करके देखना है, तो आप क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे प्रीव्यू ऑप्शन है, सिंपली प्रीव्यू पे क्लिक कीजिए एंड यू विल बी एबल टू सी हाउ इट लुक्स टू योर ऑडियंस, हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू अपीयर टू योर ऑडियंस. फॉर एग्जांपल देखिए, अब मैंने यहाँ पे अगर क्लिक किया तो ये आंसर करेक्ट है कि नहीं, ये कैसे बताएंगे हम, because we are not specified whether which answer is correct. So for that purpose you need to do another setting. So let's see how to do it. नाउ आप यहाँ पे क्या कर सकते हैं, फॉर्म को नाम दे सकते हो, फॉर एग्जांपल फीडबैक फॉर्म या फिर ICT। नाउ यहाँ पे जाने के बाद आपके पास क्या यहाँ पे सेटिंग्स है। सेटिंग्स में जाने के बाद क्विज ऑप्शन को क्या करना आपको, मेक क्विज। क्विज क्या किया आपने, यहाँ पे ऑन कर दिए। ओके, एंड सेटिंग को क्लोज कर रहे हैं हम, और फिर यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं। जैसे यहाँ पे मैं क्लिक करूंगा, नाउ यू नीड टू स्पेसिफाई अपने क्वेश्चन यूजर को दिखाना चाहते हैं क्या, करेक्ट आंसर भी आपको यूजर को दिखाना है या नहीं दिखाना है, और उसको कितने मार्क्स मिले ये भी आपको दिखाना है या नहीं दिखाना है। अगर आपको लगता होगा कि उसको मिस क्वेश्चन नहीं दिखाना चाहिए तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, इसको अनचेक कर सकते हो। क्लियर, एंड फाइनली सेव दिस ऑप्शन एंड नाउ ऑब्जर्व हियर। यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है, आंसर की आ रहा है, तो आंसर की में क्लिक कीजिए और आपका जो करेक्ट आंसर है उसके ऊपर क्लिक कीजिए। यू कैन स्पेसिफाई द नंबर ऑफ मार्क्स फॉर ईच क्वेश्चन एंड सो ऑन। इसी तरह से आप क्या करेंगे, सभी क्वेश्चन के लिए सेट करेंगे, जितने भी क्वेश्चन होंगे आपके इसमें। इन रिसर्च इट इज यूजफुल। नाउ देखिए, अब हम जब इसको लोगों के साथ लिंक शेयर करना मतलब क्या करना है, देखिए प्रीव्यू जब हम करते हैं, प्रीव्यू जब करने के बाद ये जो लिंक आ रही है इसी को हमको क्या करना है, यूजर के साथ शेयर करना है। प्रीव्यू करने के बाद एडिट मोड में नहीं, दिस इज व्हाट यूर एडिट मोड। एडिट मोड मतलब यहाँ पे आप चेंज कर रहे हो, इसकी लिंक नहीं भेजना है आपको। लिंक किसकी भेजना है आपको, प्रीव्यू मोड की। इसकी लिंक आप क्या करेंगे, सभी के साथ शेयर करेंगे। नाउ ट्राई टू गिव एन आंसर, करेक्ट आंसर एंड सबमिट। एट द एंड में सबमिट कर रहा हूं। आई नीड टू स्पेसिफाई द ईमेल आईडी। प्लीज रिमेंबर, इस तरह से हम क्या अनटाइटल फॉर्म की जगह हम प्रॉपर्ली नाम देंगे जो जो इंफॉर्मेशन हमको देना है। एंड फाइनली सबमिट कर रहा हूं मैं। मुझे यहाँ पे स्कोर दिख रहा है क्या, नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने उसको क्या किया था, अनचेक किया था। मतलब यूजर को पता नहीं चलेगा। अगर हमको लगता होगा कि कॉन्फिडेंशियल रखना है, स्टूडेंट को मालूम नहीं होना चाहिए कि उसको कितने मार्क्स मिले, खाली उसको एग्जाम सबमिट करना है, तो जनरली हम ये कब करते हैं, जब आपकी फाइनल एग्जाम होती है। तो फाइनल एग्जाम में हम आपको मार्क्स नहीं दिखाना चाहते, तो इन दैट केस यू कैन अनचेक ऑल दोस ऑप्शन। सो रिमेंबर व्हाट यू नीड टू डू अगेन, आपको खाली ये जो लिंक आई है यही लिंक आपको यूजर के साथ शेयर करना है इन ऑर्डर टू कलेक्ट द डेटा। नाउ एक बार आपका डेटा आ गया तो वो कहां पे रहेगा, ओके। सो रेस्पॉन्सेस में आप जाएंगे, रेस्पॉन्सेस में आप क्या कर सकते हैं, इसको वर्कशीट फॉर्म में भी ओपन कर सकते हैं। देखिए आपके क्वेश्चन है, क्वेश्चन के बारे में क्या है, आप रेस्पॉन्सेस, अभी तक हमने एक यूजर ने रेस्पॉन्स दिया है, तो रेस्पॉन्स पे मैं क्लिक कर रहा हूँ। यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है, क्रिएट वर्कशीट एंड ऑब्जर्व, क्रिएट अ न्यू वर्कशीट, यस, एंड इट विल शो यू ऑल द डिटेल्स अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर रेस्पॉन्डी। उसने कितने बजे एग्जाम दी थी, उसका मेल आईडी क्या है, उसका आंसर करेक्ट है कि रॉन्ग है, ये सब इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगी। ओके, so that is what all about the Google form in a very short I am saying, because you can create a different types of question, not only a MCQ question, you can also create a different types of question. Okay. For example, you can create multiple choice, you can create short answer, paragraph. So based on the types of questions, you can have what, a various mechanism that you need to deal with. So for that purpose, once again, I am requesting all of you to kindly visit my video channel, and you can view all my videos related to the Google form. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Today, on topic MS Office, a teaching tool, our resource person, Dr. S.B. Kishore, sir, has deliberated in a very detailed manner. In a talk near about for 2 hours, he has explained in a very simplistic style how MS Office as a teaching tool can be used. Particularly, he deliberated on MS Word, MS Excel, and PowerPoint presentation. Particularly, the most specific and effective part was his answering to the questions raised by the participants. Might be there are so many questions in the mind of the participants. Dr. Kishore has already left back his biodata and his card, also his number. They can ask him question later on also, if he permits to do that, and to learn the more things. He has so many YouTube channel. He has YouTube channels where there are so many videos. The participants, interested participants, can learn a lot from the recordings too. Once again, I extend thanks to Dr. S.B. Kishore sir, and I would like to request Honorable Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir to deliver presidential or chairman's address. Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir, please. Hello. Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir.
I'm audible.
Yes sir, now you are audible.
आज के इस कार्यक्रम के रिसोर्स पर्सन डॉक्टर एस पी किशोर सर, इनको हमने लगभग पौने 2 घंटे से 2 घंटे तक MS ऑफिस और टीचिंग टूल के बारे में सुना। निश्चित रूप से उन्होंने काफ़ी विस्तृत रूप से विथ प्रैक्टिकल्स हमें इन टूल्स के बारे में, टीचिंग एड्स के बारे में पूरी जानकारी दी। निश्चित रूप से हम सब इससे लाभान्वित हुए हैं। पिछले साल जो हमने एक वेबिनार लिया था उसमें भी डॉक्टर किशोर सर ने टेक्नोलॉजिकल मोड पे ऑनलाइन में किस तरह टीचिंग की जाए उस पर भी उन्होंने काफ़ी मार्गदर्शन किया था। और आज भी टीचिंग के लिए तो MS ऑफिस, पावरपॉइंट, वर्ड और इवन गूगल फॉर्म जो आज का विषय नहीं था उसके भी जब पार्टिसिपेंट ने उनको पूछा तो शॉर्ट वीडियो से ही उन्होंने काफ़ी बताया। निश्चित रूप से उनके काफ़ी वीडियोस यूट्यूब पे है। अगर डेलीगेट्स के मन में कोई और भी जानकारी हो तो उनसे पर्सनल कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। उनके बहुत सी वीडियो भी है, निश्चित रूप से वो देख सकते हैं। तो निश्चित रूप से हम सब
Sir, sorry to disturb you, sir. Your video is closed. Please start your video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
मैं जानबूझ के, क्योंकि मेरे यहाँ स्टूडेंट थे यहाँ पे, तो वीडियो बन था, तो कोई बात नहीं, उसमें मेरी आवाज़ आ रही थी, वो सफिशिएंट थी। फिर भी चलो धन्यवाद। मैं और ज़्यादा समय नहीं लूँगा क्योंकि लगभग हम 2-2.25 घंटे से इस वेबिनार में जुड़े हुए हैं होनी चाहिए। और जो हमारा महत्वपूर्ण पार्ट था आज के रिसोर्स पर्सन का, वो सब हमने शांति से सुना है और काफ़ी अच्छी तरह से हमें उन्होंने समझाया भी है। बस आप सबको मैं धन्यवाद भी दूंगा और आगे और से आमंत्रित करूंगा कि आगे आने वाले हमारे 2 और वेबिनार है, जिसके फ्लायर्स व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे और वेरियस ग्रुप पे निश्चित रूप से आ भी गए होंगे या आ भी जाएंगे। तो निश्चित रूप से और भी हमारे जो 2 और से वेबिनार होने वाले हैं उसमें भी आप लोग सम्मानित होंगे और इससे रिलेटेड जो भी टॉपिक आएगा उस पर आप अवश्य उसका लाभ उठा पाएंगे। इसी के साथ मैं और से एक बार किशोर सर उनको धन्यवाद देता हूं और जो भी डेलीगेट पार्टिसिपेंट आज ज्वाइन हुए हैं उन सबको भी धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आज उन्होंने प्रोग्राम में हमारे साथ सम्मिलित होकर निश्चित रूप से इस वेबिनार एक शोभा बढ़ाई है। इसी के साथ मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं और अपनी वाली को भी
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Thank you very much, Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir. As he has already declared that we have again 2 webinars, and the first one is on the 20th of February and the last one on 23rd of February. We have already shared the link of registration form to get registered. Once again, I would like to make a request to all the participants to spread widely the registration link and get registered and ask others to register for the useful topics which we are going to cover up in the coming webinars. Thank you very much, Kukreja sir, for having a great force and encouraging voice and support behind us that we could go ahead and organize such webinars for the participants and students. And today, I think our webinars attended by the participants are going to be very useful for them in the life, in the coming life, as a teacher, as a student, and as a learners too. Thank you very much. And now I would like Dr. H.M. Kamble sir to express vote of thanks. Dr. H.M. Kamble sir, Organizing Secretary.
Thank you, Dr. Dhote sir. Good afternoon to all of you. It is my privilege express vote of thanks. Today, our college organized national webinar on MS Office, a teaching tool. Today's national webinar's chairperson and inaugurator was our college principal, Honorable Principal Dr. Shankar Kukreja sir, who gave us permission to organize webinar on behalf of our college and EQUAC. I am extremely thankful to him. I would like to thank our management who always inspire us to organize such programs and activities. I also like to thank today's resource person, Head of Department, Computer Science, SP College, Chandrapur. I like to thank Dr. Shriram Gahane sir, EQUAC coordinator for their support. I also thank to Dr. S.B. Dhote sir, Head of Department of English, who is taking initiative for proper management of webinar. I would like to congratulate Dr. J.P. Deshmukh sir, Professor Nilesh, Professor Mithun, and Professor Nihar for hosting this webinar and managing technical issues efficiently. I want to thank all the participants who joined us, and at last, I would like to thank all teaching and non-teaching staff of our college. Go digital, wear mask, sanitize your hand, and stay safe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.